Well, hello. We are live. We are live. Who we got in here? Magna Man. Hello. Barry. Hello. Grant. Hello.
You've got mail.
I've got mail. We are live and in color, and I can barely see with these glasses. I may have to change them. Our friend Stewart will be here shortly. I just want to get a few more people in here. Yes, Barry, I got mail. Hello, Terry. Nice to see you. Zed, hello. Waiting for our good friend Stewart. He should be here just a couple more minutes. How you doing, Grant? Good to see you, brother. Hope all is well. Man, my hair is growing crazy. I'm about ready to cut it all off again. I think we have a party going on across the street. They've got a big bouncy castle over there and loud music playing. So if you hear music, don't worry. We're doing great, Barry. Doing great. Good to see you. We get Ezra here after a while for a couple hours. He just graduated kindergarten, be going to first grade this next, well, when school starts back up. Well, school doesn't end here until summer break, which is May the 30th, which is in just a few days. Then he's out for a couple months and he goes to first grade. We are very excited. We'll be going to Nashville to see everyone. And next week's live, should I say lives, because we're going to be doing probably multiple lives next week. We'll be on our way to Nashville and when we get there and while we're there. The Bud Piles, how you doing, brother? I'm going to step outside here, grab a smoky smoke. I'm sorry, I know I shouldn't be smoking, but guess what? I do. One bad habit out of about 150 I used to have, not bad. Oh, I am kind of down in my back today. Won't be going fishing today. Like I said, we have Ezra. Plus, we're both kind of down in our backs. Grant should be here any minute. Not Grant, I'm sorry. Stewart should be here any minute. I was reading Grant's comment. Good to see you all here. Like I said, there's a party probably going on next or across the street. If you hear any noise, that's probably where it'll be coming from. Stewart, if you can hear me, go ahead and pop in, brother. No, not yet. You may want to get him on my phone and tell him. I don't know. Finders Keeper says, I'm here. I know you are, but here he is. Here he is right here. Okay, I'm going to bring our special guest on, Mr. Kingfisher himself, Stewart Jones. Let me find him real quick. Yeah, I lost you, Stewart. Are you there? There we go.
You all right, mate?
Hey, buddy. Good to see you. You're looking fresh and handsome today.
Only for you.
Always for me. You're always a handsome devil.
I'll try.
We are live, and we've got 8 or 9 people. Excuse me, 8 or 9 people in here right now.
Hi, everybody.
Say hello to Stewie, Mr. Poon. We've got Terry from North Anson here. We got Grant from Finders Keepers. We got the Bud Files. We got Barry from Hertz Family.
It's a poon.
It's a Poon. Who else do we have in here? We got Zed, Magnum Man. So we got a few people in here right now. So how's it going, brother?
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad.
And is the back healing up nicely?
No. I went and had physio this week. I had 2 weeks off physio because of catching COVID. Went back this week and he seemed to have agitated it a little. I think over the 2 weeks it had kind of settled down because of like nothing being done. And then as he's gone hands on into the back, it's been a bit painful.
Yeah, I totally understand that. I had a bad fall 3 days ago, I guess, inside the house, and when I fell, I hit the floor, but there was a chalkboard, Ezra's chalkboard, standing chalkboard, and I fell on the leg of it on my back and my ribs.
Right.
And I've heard it pretty good. I mean, I'm okay. I can still move and function, but it hurts. It hurts to move and function.
Yeah, it's not good, is it? It's you get to sort of think that you're okay, and then when something happens, you go a bit tentative. Think, okay, take it easy for a bit, but it kind of has the opposite effect sometimes. The more you take it easy, the worse it can get.
Yeah, that is true. And you want to try to work it out, but you can't because it hurts too bad. And
What I've kind of doing now is I wake up in the morning, write a list of what I want to get done, and just plow through it as best as I can.
yeah, that's all you can do.
Sometimes you'll finish it, sometimes you won't. But don't add what you didn't finish to the next day.
That is true. That is true. Andy Bannister's in the house. What's up, brother? Barry said, "Oh my God, you okay, George?" Yes, I'm okay. Nothing new. Just I guess aggravated the old back again. But when I hit that chalkboard, it really kind of did a number. But it'll be okay. Hey, Real Deal's in the house. I see them.
That must be Shannon.
That must be. And that's weird because I'm on Shannon's phone. I don't know how that happened. And it says Real Deal up here, and I'm not making any comments. Crazy this thing is.
Yeah.
Andy said just finished magna fishing.
Only just?
That's what he just said.
Wow. I'm expecting a full trailer back in the garden then. I've got a quick message for Shannon though.
Uh-oh.
Mwah.
Where's mine?
Yours is later.
We'll private chat that one.
You know you only get yours in private.
Oh, Shannon said on the computer, dummy. I guess she's talking to me.
Well, I hope she's not talking to me.
No, I know she's not talking to you. So, when do you think you might be going back out magnet fishing?
Well, this is part of my one of my announcements for today. I have made the choice now. I will not be going out magnet fishing until I am fully fit and able to throw my magnet.
I understand that.
It's kind of the last few times that I have been out, it's had the opposite effect, that I've been there maybe to do some filming, maybe just to chill out and just get out. And it's not worked, because the more I'm there, the more I want to pick a magnet up and have a go. So I'd rather, I went out today to go and meet some people, because I've not fished with them before. Andy, Claire and Jack have. And I just wanted to go out and just chill out for a couple of hours, have a laugh, which done me some good. But it kind of reaffirmed my decision, because the more I was walking up and down, the more I wanted to grab a magnet and throw on it. It's not going to be any good.
Right, right.
It's better to just walk away for a while, get myself sorted out, get my body right, and then smash it when I get back.
Absolutely. Your Shannon, not my Shannon. Well, our Shannon, your daughter. Your daughter says hi, George, Shannon, and Dad.
She must be awake. Normally she hibernates unless it's time for work, and then she hibernates after work. So, hiya, Shannon. I'll speak to you later.
Andy said that's why I just finished not a great deal out. And Grant from Finders Keepers said you're a wise man. Terry said good choice, Stewart. No point in harming yourself anymore. No. And I totally agree with that, because I want you 100% when you go out.
My second announcement that I wanted to make, I'm not going away completely. What I've done, I've set up a second channel, and it's going to be based around things that I can do. I've been doing some work in the sheds, whether it's cleaning a find up or doing some maintenance on the trailer. If it's something silly and I think I can make a video out of it, I'm going to film it and stick it on the new channel.
Well, that sounds great, brother. I am looking forward to that. What is the name of the new channel?
It's called Flying Solo with Kingfisher.
Okay, Flying Solo.
Keep it along the lines. A lot of people know me as Kingfisher now, so I wanted to keep it along the magnet fishing name. That way I can also put links into the magnet fishing and the YouTube channel there. Sort of give the group a shout out. And yeah, it just pottering around my shed. I can waffle on about something, probably make a 10-minute video and put something out there. So if anybody wants to see my ugly mug, there's the place to see it.
I want to see it.
Okay, it looks like see, Shannon was in here. Shannon Jones, your daughter, was in here under her name. Now we have S&N Photography and Magnet Fishing.
That's Shannon and Neil. That could be
Neil. I was assuming that was Neil.
Yeah. Yeah, because nobody wants Neil Harding in the comments.
No.
He sounds much better, Neil.
And we got Judy Menzel in the house.
Hi, Judy.
Grant said to get up a link, Stu.
What was that, sorry?
I'm sorry, what?
Has he already made the channel?
You've already made the channel, right?
I've already made the channel, and I've already posted 2 videos to it.
Oh, really? Okay, I need to go check that out.
It's just to get a head start. So when I announced it today, people have already got something there to watch when they head over.
Okay, well, that's great.
The first video, I purchased some stuff off Temu, and I done like an unboxing type video. Said how much I'd spent, worked out how much it come to, instead of saying how much the individual items were, how much it cost on average per item. So doing it that way, it didn't sound so bad. Some of the
Well,
items cost more, some were less. So on average, it doesn't sound too bad. I think I ordered about 20 items.
oh wow.
So yeah, there's stuff that I can use in the shed. Um, there's stuff that like nuts and bolts that I'm going to need for future projects. So yeah, it's all stuff that I needed, stuff that I'm going to be using.
Give me
Uh,
some water.
and the second video, I've just refurbished 2 wheels on one of the trailers and scraped them over, got rid of the old paints, cleaned them up, put some rust preventative on them, and totally give them a brand new colour. And that's the second video.
Cool.
So
Well,
it's going to be a mixture of stuff. I mean, it could even be if I go for a walk over to the shop. If I'm bored, I'll film and waffle on while I'm on my way there.
well, that will be interesting, I think.
Yeah, just to keep my mind occupied.
Excuse me, I'm still coughing and everything
Got a big bottle.
from the COVID we had. Thank you for the water. And Shannon said to tell you, big sloppy kisses. That's
Which Shannon?
well, that's my Shannon that said that.
Well, that's okay then.
I'm used to it.
It would be weird if it was the other Shannon.
Yes, it would be. And Andrew from Towpath is in here. I'm sorry, I just now got to your comment. Andrew, hello, hello, hello.
Oh yeah.
So I'm listening to myself on the computer. That's weird.
Yeah, it is. You'll never find that the sound of your own voice sounds anything like what you do.
Well, I know it. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, what's going on here? You're getting messages, and my comments are lagging behind here. Judy said, "Thanks, Shannon."
What?
I don't know. Terry says only half of it. Only half of it. Finders. I had bad food poisoning for a week and couldn't leave the hotel. Oh my gosh! Let me go back to these comments. I was lagging behind.
No, that's fine.
Shannon Jones says the channel is flying solo with Kingfisher. Magna Man says starts throwing out subs.
I just found it.
Magna Man said, I hate Temu. Man, we love Temu.
Oh my god, I love you.
Oh, I'm beginning to really enjoy it. Especially the price adjustments. When you've made your order and you've got your package, go back into it and check for price adjustments. If the price has dropped, you can get some money back.
Well, Temu is a wonderful thing, I think. I mean, you can get just about anything you want.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so cheap. Magna Man says, I did my first live stream the other day. Well, congratulations. He said, no matter how far away from the speakers I took my mic, I kept getting feedback.
Huh.
I'm not a technical person.
I don't know why that would happen.
I don't know why you would continually get feedback if you're away from the speakers.
Tell Stewart I just subbed to his channel.
Shannon said, we've just subbed to your new channel.
Thank you, Shannon.
So did Judy Menzel and Magna Man.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Hello, Gerd.
Yay!
Hi, Gerd.
Gerd is in the house. But yeah, I don't know why my comments were doing that.
Maybe because I was on the
I don't know, maybe. But anyway, I am glad that you have started occupying your mind with the other channel as well. I think that's going to be good for you.
Yeah, I just wanted something to concentrate on. The magnet fishing was a bit difficult, not being able to go out, and then when I have been going out, I've not been enjoying it. It was Pam that kind of really suggested taking the step back and, you know, not stressing over it, not worrying over it. And then I had a chat with Nigel Lamford because I know he set up a second channel on his YouTube just to do shorts, I think it was that he done. So I just wanted to pick his brains over a few things, and it was kind of told him the idea of what I was toying with, and yeah, go on, if that's what you want to do, carry on and do it. You know,
Well,
I'm not expecting it to be any bigger than the YouTube for the magnet fishing, but it may be something that if I enjoy that as well, I will carry that on as well as the magnet fishing YouTube.
well, I think it helps. I think it helps the mind,
Yeah,
the mental aspect of everything. Because I know when I can't go out fishing, it just about
Oh Lord, you
it
can't
just
live with me.
you can't live with me at that point. And
yeah.
if I don't have something else to occupy my mind, I'm going to drive Shannon crazy, and she's going to do something bad to me.
Well,
Uh,
it's on my mind every day because it's like if I come into the office, I've got clothing hung up with Kingfisher Magneteers right on it. If I go into the shed, there's grappling hooks and magnets in there. But you know, I like the other side of it. It's been quite calming to just sit in the shed quite peacefully and just paint the sign.
which
Yeah,
turned out beautiful, by the way.
yeah. That's one I kind of made a mistake because I've put the picture of it in the intro, but then in the video I held it up backwards and said nobody can see it yet because it's not finished. And then I thought, well, you've already put it into the intro, dummy. But hey, that's me. That's the sort of thing I'd do.
I was going to mention that. Chris Shibbick is in the house. Hello.
Hiya, Chris.
Uh, I don't know if you noticed. I think you noticed, but this week I posted different pictures of you,
Cute little picture.
Yeah.
and I hope I wasn't out of line in posting those pictures. But I thought, well, if I was out of line, he should not have had them up on his page.
No.
And I just think you are one of the funniest.
And photogenic.
Shannon said, photogenic people we've ever met. I just think you're hilarious, and when I see you, I smile. And I want you to know that from the bottom of our heart, we love you. We think the world of you, and no matter what you decide to do, we're going to support whatever it is.
Thank you very much. You've just set my heart racing there. I've just got a little flutter of happiness.
Well, when I saw you in the elf costume, that set my heart a racing.
You wait till I dress up as Santa. You will sit on my knee.
Oh, I'll do it now anyway.
We'll save that for later, George. Later.
Shannon said for us to get a room. Magnum Man said he started a second channel as well on his other love for cooking for those times when I can't get out tossing. Hey, that's a great.
We love to watch people eat. I don't know why.
Yeah, like Shannon said, we love to watch people eat. Like on the camping videos when they're cooking, and they're eating, or on the wild camps, or the what is it called when they get in the van and they go and they camp overnight inside the van? Car camping.
Yeah.
Absolutely love watching that and watching them eat for some reason. I don't know if it's a fetish or what the heck it is.
Well, I wouldn't call it a fetish, but quite a few people in the family have now told me that it's starting to be a bit weird. And my daughter Shannon will know what I'm about to say. I follow a guy in Australia, and he is a drain cleaner. Now, it could be a toilet that's blocked, it could be a sink that's blocked, it could be the main outlet from the property that's blocked. Doesn't matter. I will watch him clean it. But it always seems to be round about mealtime when I'm watching it. Now, to me, I'm just sat there eating my tea, watching what he's doing. It's not a problem to me. Everybody else is cringing. It's like, why are you watching this? Like, you're eating. It's like, well, if you don't watch what I'm doing. Watch something else.
You know, I'm going to say it. That's weird. but I understand why you do it.
But I've never been any different, so that's me.
Yeah,
I'm always going to be weird. I'm always going to be doing things that people don't agree with, But this is something that I speak to other people. I'm not everyone's cup of tea, but I'm just going to continue being me. And
well, I wouldn't want you any other way, Stewart, but the way you are. Gerd said the LOL. That is me too, Stewart. So evidently she watches that stuff too.
Yes. Thank you, good. You can be my dream sister.
Terry said she loves watching all those too.
There you go. It's not just me then, is it?
No, it's not. You're not alone. Andrew Cosby had to move to his other device. That is ASC Adventures.
Oh, yeah.
Magnum Man said, for me, it isn't what I see that makes me gag. It's any occasion, sounds, or any associated sounds or smells. I can watch pretty much anything and not even sweat.
Yeah.
Hey, we got Rock Butcher in the house. What's up, brother? Old Rock Butcher. Yeah, I can pretty much watch anything except when I'm eating. I can't.
I think I can when I'm eating.
Shannon can watch anything when she eats, and she's pretty much okay. But I can't. I have to.
Except for my teeth.
Yeah, she doesn't like when people vomit. That doesn't bother me at all.
I can deal with that. I can deal with blood. I've had to take care of my parents in sort of personal care when they've not been able to. I can deal with that. One thing I cannot cope with is going into the garden and picking up the dog mess. I'm sorry if anybody's eating at this time. I do apologise. But it is one thing I can't do. I can't take the dog for a walk because if he does his business, I can't pick it up.
Well, see, that doesn't even bother me.
It's one thing I cannot do.
Now, the one thing I will not do and cannot do, I tell you what I hate, and that is snails and slugs.
Oh, they're lovely.
And worms. I don't like worms either. But I cannot look at them, dispose of them, touch them. I don't even want to see them. That really bothers me.
See, slugs and snails are, to me, they're two of a kind. The way I've always looked at it, a slug is just a homeless snail.
Yeah, that is true. Now, see, we don't. That's what we have here in Kentucky. We have slugs. I have never actually seen a snail with a shell.
Really?
In my life, I don't think.
I had one yesterday trying to make his way up the shed door.
Oh wow!
So I took him off and I found a nice little grassed area for him to go and have a crawl around.
Rock Butcher said, "Smoking a pork shoulder." Man, how do you get that in the rolling paper? He said, "Low and slow for pulled pork tonight. Going to be awesome."
I thought it was only American vehicles that went low and slow.
Oh, that's not nice, Stewart.
Well,
Because I do.
Every time I see pictures of like really old Cadillacs and stuff, they've like lowered them and they're like going slowly through the. It's like watching Cars when that cartoon first came out. The first time they all went round like the little town, Radiator Springs, they were going low and slow along the road.
That's right. That's right. And what was the old car's name? I can't remember. The
God.
old, I think it was a purple car or blue car.
Is it Ramon?
Ramon.
Didn't he have the spray painting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's me. I drive pretty slow, to be honest with you. I don't like going fast.
I think when you get to a certain age, now I'm not saying you're at this certain age, George, but I found it myself. Since I've had this new car, we've had it probably about a month now. Whenever I've driven to go and see Shannon and Neil, and they're 63 mile away, I haven't taken the car over 60 mile an hour.
Yeah.
The car is so comfortable and so smooth, I don't feel the need to put my foot down.
I understand that. I mean, if I'm going over 60 miles an hour, there's something wrong. You can believe that. Let me see. As Gert said, as long as that we can't smell the drains, it is okay. Judy Menzel says blood, poop, etc. is just part of life. We do what we got to do.
Except for dogs. I'm not doing that.
Rock Butcher said, at Kingfisher agreed, solid poop is my kryptonite. All three of my kids, I changed my share of diapers right up until they started eating solid food and passing solid stools.
Yeah.
Terry said they eat the bloody growing produce, down go the slug pellets. They're not having my food.
Yeah.
Ugh. Yeah, I can't deal with that. Michaela Wilbur's in the house. Hello. Glad to finally join Real Deal Magnet Fishing Live. We're glad to have you, Michaela. Good to see you in here.
Oh, is that the Michaela that won on Johnny's Live last night?
Yeah, I believe it is.
Oh, hi, Michaela. I did say congratulations. Then unfortunately, I had to leave to go to bed because it was really early this morning.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, you said you had 5 hours. You had to get up.
I think I ended up getting 2 hours sleep.
Oh my! That's about normal for me too.
Yeah.
The man said I'm smoking a cigarette with Real Deal Magnet Fishing and more. I just made somebody's comment blue. I hope I didn't do nothing wrong. I don't know what I just did.
Inadvertently tapped the screen.
Yeah. Oh, okay. When you tap the screen, it puts the comment up on screen.
All right. So that was Terry's Northants Magnet Fishing saying hello, Michaela.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. Okay. I didn't even know I could do that. That is so cool.
There you go.
Terry, thank you for inadvertently showing me that. ASC Andrew said my cousins are teddy boys and drive all classic American cars. I've never heard of the phrase teddy boys. What are teddy boys? I don't know what that is.
I thought that was only a term used over here in the UK.
Yeah, well, Andrew's from the UK. Andrew Cosby.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that term before. Rock Butcher says my Tundra pickup is designed for mining, exploration, leveling kit, and upgraded suspension. Not designed to go fast, but it can probably pull your house off of its foundations.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, it does. Andrew said he sent a PM to somebody. I'm not sure. Teddy boys is a British term. Is what Rock Butcher said.
Yeah.
It is Stewart. They were groups of people back in the day. They were different groups. That's from Terry.
Yeah.
One man, one magnet, and friends are here. Hello, Ollie.
So that would be like the Rockers and the Mods.
Yeah.
Yeah.
John P. Adventures in the House. The Rockers and the Mods. There was a movie about the Rockers and the Mods. What was it?
Quadrophenia.
Ah, that was it. That was it.
Yeah.
Excellent movie. I love the scooters they had. The ones with the mirrors all over them.
There's a pub in Redditch where I live, and it's probably a 10-minute car ride. And inside the function room, it is a proper Vespa moped with all of the wing mirrors hanging off the front.
Oh, that is so cool.
At least 30, 40 wing mirrors all around the front. And that's just the sort of moped I expect to see, but like in Quadrophenia.
That is awesome. We actually saw. Yeah, we got to put up there, Stewart. We actually saw a Vespa in an antique store here in Shelbyville, where we live.
Yeah.
But it did not have the motor in it, I don't think.
What?
Remember that antique store we saw, that green colored Vespa?
Oh, yeah.
Setting up there. But
she said, "Oh, you can use it as a flower box."
Yeah, she said you could use it as a flower box or something.
You could have got it working, because I believe any hairdryer would have made it go.
I've always wanted a Vespa.
Yeah, Shannon has always wanted a Vespa. I love looking at them, like on what is the name of that show? American Pickers. I don't know if you've ever seen that show or not.
Yes, I watched it for quite a while. Not because of Danielle either, but I watched it.
I'm going to tell Pam.
Poor Frank.
Let's see. Yeah, poor Frank. Shannon said.
Yeah.
Rock Butcher said, I just have an old rusty pickup with front operator held on by bungee cords on one side, but the 8-cylinder runs like new, and the tow package is awesome, so I'm keeping it. I don't blame you, brother. I don't blame you.
Have you seen any of the Savannah bananas yet?
No, I keep forgetting.
We keep forgetting to do it. I promise you, we will look at it today. We will look at it.
John Drage last week, and hopefully, if he gets some time, within the next few weeks, I've asked him to see whether he can do a bowling pin with the Savannah Bananas logo on the front. It will look absolutely brilliant.
Okay, yeah, we'll definitely check them out. Anybody that's in the chat, check out Savannah Bananas YouTube channel.
It's called Banana Ball. Basically, they play baseball, but it'll be like going to watch baseball at a circus. It's great. The entertainment is brilliant.
I would imagine it's sort of like the Harlem Globetrotters over here.
Yeah, kind of. You know that they do trick plays. You know, in the one guy's just about to pitch the ball, and then the next minute there's four others dancing around him, and you don't know which one's going to throw the ball. Two pitchers actually dip their hands, and both of their hands on the ball are in flames, and they throw the baseball. It's absolutely phenomenal to watch.
We will check that out today.
You just don't know what's going to happen on the pitch.
Let's see. Judy Menzel said, not operator, bumper. And Terry said, Orange County used to make great bikes too. Yeah, when they first started, I agree.
You got all that.
Then they got all that garbage going on about with them fighting and stuff all the time. It just got old. But yeah, they used to make great bikes.
Yeah. Of course, me being the weird one, I always loved Mikey when he was on screen.
Mikey was hilarious.
I never liked Mike.
Okay, Towpath. We'll talk to you later, buddy.
See you later.
I don't know if I said John P's in the house, but John P, hello, brother. Magnets away. Hello, Graham. I don't know if you know Graham Capstick from Magnets Away.
Yeah, he was on your live 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, and he's got what's called the Mega Cube.
Yeah, I now don't get me wrong. I like people that have gone out and got it. You know, they're curious. They want to try something different. To me, it would be like having a four-sided clamp magnet. And I think after it's been used a few times, perhaps it's just me being skeptical. I think people had realised that, you know, they're getting a lot more from the 360 magnets. But,
Yeah,
you know, it's great for people because they've gone out, brought them, showing them on their channels, showing what they can do. My personal feeling is, you know, eventually everyone will be back to the 360 magnets. But
yeah, I have seen that Mega Cube in action on a few different of his videos.
yeah,
If your arm can tolerate throwing it.
yeah, it would. I would imagine it would be like the weight of the old Beast Extreme magnet from Online Magnets over here. It would be the equivalent of throwing that all day.
Yeah,
that the sort of magnet you can go all day with.
That or the Kratos Poseidon.
Yeah.
You know, something like that. Citizens Magnet Fishing is in the house. Hello, brother.
Hey, citizens.
Good to see you. Magnum Man said I did a side-by-side comparison on the Cube versus 360. The distance attraction is better on the 360.
Yeah.
You know, to each their own. I mean,
well, yeah. I mean, it's not something that I would be going out to get myself.
No,
because
I would like to have it just to hang up in the house somewhere. But because I've got a torn rotator cuff and it's not going to be surgically repaired.
Yeah.
So I've got to manage with what I've got and try not to hurt it anymore. Okay, Citizens Magnet Fishing is going down to Nashville, brother. We will see you there. Yep, Mr. Kratos will be there.
I am so jealous that you're going to the club.
Man, I tell you what, we have never been to a collab.
Yeah.
And we have always wanted to go, but they're always too far away from us to get there. We cannot tolerate more than 3 or 4 hours in a car.
Yeah.
It's just really hard. But no matter how long it takes us to get to Nashville, it's only like a 4-hour drive. If we got to stop 100 times, we're going. regardless.
Yeah. Well, this is the thing. If you don't like being in the car for that amount of time, then yeah, plan plenty of stops. You know,
Yeah.
at least.
Judy Linda said that Magnet Junkie on Magnet Junkie's video this morning, Nick got a mega cube stuck to a 360. It took one tied off and 3 guys pulling the other to separate. God.
We have a special tool for that. We call it the magnetine. Basically, it's like a guillotine. You put the magnet on the one side, and when you bring the arm down on the other side, it pushes the one magnet face off the other one.
You have showed that in a video before, right?
I don't think I've showed it in a video. I might have sent you some pictures or something, but I don't think we've shown it in a video.
I know I've seen it. I know I've heard of it.
Yeah. But we find it a lot easier. I mean, unfortunately today, 2 magnets did get stuck together, and it was the one thing that we hadn't taken. But it didn't take long to separate the 2.
Well, you know, I find here's what I don't understand. I see people pulling and pulling and pulling on these magnets. You can't pull these magnets apart. You've got to jerk it. You've got to put a snap onto it to get them apart.
Yeah.
I mean, and I've sat there and watched 100 different people just trying to pull these magnets apart.
Yeah.
Chris Shivik says, when are you leaving, George? If everything goes to plan, I will be coming and leaving on Friday morning.
We're leaving on Saturday morning.
We're leaving early on Saturday morning, Chris. Citizens Magnificent said he's 37 subs away from 1,000.
Ooh.
If you're not subbed to Citizens Magnificent, please do so. Get him to 1,000.
Put your link in there.
Citizen, if you can, put your link in there, brother.
We were very fortunate last week. I think that we was about 1 or 2 away from 700 last Friday when I was talking with Johnny on his live, and he turned around to everybody and said, right, he was just about to end the show, and he said, we're not going until Kingfishers are over the 700. Within a couple of minutes, we was at 704.
Wow, that's awesome.
That's awesome, brother. Yeah.
Last night we managed to pick up, I think we've picked up another 5. I think we're at 709 at the minute. I'm not sure.
That's great, brother. That is great.
Slowly getting that.
Yeah, and it just takes time. It just takes time, and you know, you put the work in, it'll come to you. And I know you put the work in.
I think if it happens overnight, I'd panic. But while it's happening a few subs at a time, I'm comfortable with that.
I totally understand. Totally get it. Yeah, Citizen, put your link in the description or up on the comments, brother, and we'll make sure that it goes up. Okay, I have a ton of things to do. Even though I would rather be here, stuff needs to get done. LOL. I will see you all next time around. Okay, Magnum Man, you take care, brother. Good to see you.
See you later.
But yeah, you'll continue to grow, and once you get over the 1,000 mark, brother, they come a little bit easier. It seems like.
Yeah.
There's Citizens, I think.
I'm not sure whether I'd want to go along the lines of doing lives and everything when we get to the 1,000.
Yeah.
Andy likes to do the odd live now and again when we're out magnet fishing. You know, now it's in his hands. I'm sure he'll be doing a few more, which would be great because then I can sit at home with a cup of tea with my feet up and watch. But yeah, it's I don't know as if I'd want to sort of like this sort of live. I'm not sure whether that's the route I want to go down, but we'll see. We'll you know, we're still 300 away. We'll see what happens in that time.
Well, I wanted to do this type of live simply because I wanted people in the U.S. to get to know the people in the U.K.
Yeah.
and from other places and around Europe and stuff.
Well, it's working.
I think and I say it every live. Our home away from home is the UK.
Yeah.
Uh, you know, one day somebody may spread some of my ashes over in the UK. Who knows?
That won't be me because I'm not flying.
I may have had put in the will my grandson to fly to the UK and spread my ashes, some of my ashes and Shannon's ashes over there. But it's just something, we just love the UK.
Yeah.
I feel like we should have been born there.
Feel like we should have been born there, is what Shannon said. Rock Butcher says, I put a series of shorts a few weeks back of my son and I prospecting in North Carolina, and my subs doubled in 1 week. Nuts. I'm over 500 now. Little channel about my geo life. And that's the truth.
Yeah.
Find something they like and
You find a little niche that people like. And that's what Shannon and I did with the shorts we've been putting out. We've been putting out shorts of our dog.
Yeah.
And for some reason, people seem to like that. And, you just got to find a little niche out there. We will never stop putting out magnet fishing videos because that's what we love to do. And, we will continue putting out shorts of that as well and full length videos. But we're also delving into metal detecting and mudlarking. Just so everybody knows, we got us a brand new metal detector. Consider this the unboxing. Let's say we got too excited to do a live on the unboxing. I don't know how to make this a big picture, but it's the Xterra Voyager.
Yeah.
Amazon.
We were lucky enough to find it. We were lucky enough to find it on Amazon, and it is super nice. We're still waiting to get it taken out
On its maiden voyage.
on its maiden voyage. We will definitely be videoing that.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Is
Have you got
squirrels?
somewhere in mind?
I'm sorry.
Have you got somewhere in mind?
Yes, we actually do. We got a video coming out. I don't know when, probably end of June, somewhere in there, about this place called Elmo Head,
Yeah.
and it's a park. And we've been magnet fishing there before, but we really haven't concentrated on it. And we went back there this past week, and Shannon pulled up this beauty. We got it cleaned up. Let me pull it up here.
Got it home. Got it.
Got it home, and Shannon found this beauty over there.
Oh, you might get in trouble for showing that. Don't show it.
It's called a Texas toothpick.
It's okay, Shannon. It's only a bottle opener.
Yeah, it's just a bottle opener is all it is, right there. But it's called a Texas toothpick.
Yeah.
And we have done a study on it. We think it's from around 1930.
Oh wow.
So we will
100 years old.
close to it, and so we're going to be metal detecting up in that same area, but actually closer to the train tracks to see what this detector can do. I know that the Xterra Voyager is a good detector. A lot of people use it. Let me show you the box real quick.
Just remember, the closer you get to the track, the louder it might beep.
Oh, I know it. I know it. But we got headphones.
Well, I don't want it to bust my eardrum.
But here is the box. Whoops. I hope you can see it. I hope everybody can see it. The Xterra Voyager.
Box.
So Yeah, we're very happy about that.
Came with a shovel and everything.
Came with a shovel and
Hey,
all kinds of stuff, really.
Have you
Squirrel
got one of
says,
have you got one of the pen finders as well? That
yeah,
because
let
I
me show
see a lot
you.
of people have like the
Yeah.
pen that they put into the ground afterwards.
it needs to go outside.
Let me show you this.
Look at the bitty one.
This is a pinpointer,
Oh yeah,
and it's waterproof.
It's a bitty one.
is that why you go into the water so often, George?
No, but
What's wrong with the handle?
yes, but no.
Oh, it broke.
If it's waterproof, I'd give it a go.
Yeah, we're definitely going to give it a go. I'm in the water because it gives me a 360-degree radius. I can just turn around anywhere with my walker in the water and
Yeah,
throw. And I like that. Now I don't like getting up past my waist in the water. You try setting in that with a walker, you may not come out.
You do worry me sometimes when you go into the water.
He gets up to his butt sometimes.
I do get it up. I do let the water get up to my butt sometimes where I'm at. I mean, you got to understand, Stewart, I'm different, just like you are. And I like being able, being disabled. Kind of that saying kind of puts a limit on you, and I don't like having limits put on me. So, that's why I do what I do. Shannon will tell you, if it wasn't for the walker, I would be sitting home on the couch.
Yeah, it's kind of the same for Connor. That even though he's got disabilities, I don't want his disabilities to define who he is.
Exactly.
He still doesn't quite understand, but I think he understands enough.
Well, Connor is my boy. We love Connor, and we think the world of him. Make sure you tell him we said hello.
I will do. I will do.
And tell Pam I said hello, and I'm sending big wet sloppy kisses to her since my wife sent them to you.
I think that she will know. I think she sat in the front room. She's very quiet and private, so she probably won't comment or anything. But I
Okay.
think she sat in the front room watching as we talk. That's why I've had to behave myself.
Let's see. Squirrels Magnet Fishing said he will be getting a 360 3,500-pound magnet from Brute on Monday. Well, congratulations, Squirrel. And it looks like George Robinson is on here commenting. I don't know how I'm doing that. I'm on Shannon's phone. She's on mine over there. Rock Butcher, I want to see you do that. What did Rock Butcher say he was going to do? Rock Butcher said, I'm going to take that detector that he won and check out Robber's Roost. It's an outcrop of rock a few miles west of Tombstone, Arizona, where the bad guys would rob stagecoaches. We have the mining claim.
Oh, wow.
Rock Butcher, that is awesome. That will be great. Shannon has been to Tombstone, Arizona. I haven't.
If I send him £5, can I have a 1% claim? Just thought I'd ask.
Talca detectors in the house. Hola, brother. I'm sorry, I do not speak Spanish.
There's something that I haven't shown you yet, George.
What's that?
I know that I've got it, but I'm actually...
Yeah, I see it, brother. That is awesome.
Thank you very much.
Brother, you are so welcome. Shannon and I wanted you to have that, and we are so happy that it got there.
It's one of the most comfortable T-shirts I have ever worn. And to be fair, I don't normally like these, but the collar is quite low down, so it's not restricting like normal T-shirts. It's a very comfortable T-shirt.
Well, the shirt that you sent us. Let me show you. I'm wearing it right now.
That's my boy.
It's hard to get me out of this shirt, brother. It could stand up by itself sometimes.
Does that mean we're going to have to send you another one just so you get to change?
Brother, I don't want you sending nothing because it costs too much money.
Well, we had a surprise this week from John Drage when I went to visit him. He's done some little kingfishers. And when we are able, hopefully when we get to the 1,000, we're going to be doing a giveaway. And this is one of the giveaway prizes.
Oh my gosh, I love it. That is beautiful, man.
It's all handcrafted by John, all hand painted. He's done one for me, one for Andy, Claire, and Jack, and this one for a giveaway.
That is beautiful, man.
Yeah.
It's
my job to make sure it stays nice and polished until we give the giveaway.
That is, man, John Drage does awesome work.
Oh, he's fantastic.
Hey, if anybody has his link, or Shannon, if you're around, can you put up Storefield Designs and I'll put it up on the screen? Yeah, John Drage does wonderful work.
Yeah.
I want to get him on here sometime.
You may struggle with that because he is a very private and, I'm surprised he's let a nutter like me so close to him, but
yeah, John is a very private person. And I don't think he would mind me saying this, but he's a collector of Hot Wheels. He loves the old Astra Vans Hot Wheels.
Yes.
I was able to send him some Hot Wheels that actually belonged to my dad.
Wow.
At one point, and yeah, he likes the Astra Vans. Oh man, my comments are way lagging again. Oh yeah, George Robinson said we're going to be doing lives all day the 25th. That's actually Shannon Robinson saying that. Yeah, but we're going to be doing them.
Thank you for that, George.
We're going to be doing them as we leave, on the way down, when we stop, when we go to wherever, and then when we get to Nashville and during the collab itself. But yeah,
so basically we're getting an all-day real deal.
Hey, that would be a great title. All day real deal. I like that. Yeah,
Wait,
but
you heard it here first.
That's it. You'll see that on the 25th. And yeah, we are so excited. Honestly, to just get away. We haven't had a holiday in over 17 years, and we deserve it.
How long have you been married?
We've been married for 17 years, and our honeymoon was our only vacation we had.
Well, then you very much deserve to be able to go on this trip.
Well, I appreciate it. We are very much looking forward to it. Were you able to find Storefields?
No, I'm doing something else.
Oh, she's doing something else. We will get Storefield. Anybody that's around there on the chat, see if you can find Storefield Designs link, and we'll put it up.
You're not knitting me some gloves again, are you, Shannon?
She's laughing. I don't know. She's doing something over there.
She must be looking at more pictures of me.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Well, brother, if I find the ones I like, I'm going to post them.
He
Believe
doesn't
it.
have a YouTube page, does he?
Hey, you knock yourself out. You carry on.
Historical designs, I
I
think.
don't know that.
Yeah, we love looking at the pictures when people are coming up on the lives.
People post this stuff.
Well, people
Doesn't have one.
people post their stuff. People post their pictures, and I will honestly steal them. I will just take them and put them up. Like I said, the way I figured, if you don't want them seen, don't put them up.
Well, that one of me in the elf costume, that was last Christmas.
See, I thought that was.
Yeah.
That was.
It's one of the only times, well, that I've managed to work through Christmas period. And you've got the younger generation that still go to work and they're still turning up in uniform. I'm the sort of person that I'll iron my trousers every day. I'll iron my shirt every day. Some of them I want to send back home to sort of put an iron over the clothes. And it's Christmas. Why not dress up?
Hey,
Yeah.
that's just you.
But it's great for the customers as well, and it's great for the kids that come into the store.
Absolutely, and I think it's very neat that people will actually do that. That will dress up and wear costumes or whatnot. I like it. I think it's cool, and I think that anybody that wants to do that, put their pictures out there, I think that's cool too, because that just tells me that they just don't care what people think, and I'll be myself.
Or there was a time I used to take myself far too seriously.
Yeah, I agree. I've done that a lot in my life as well.
Yeah,
Shannon still does. Let me see. Let me catch up on these comments real quick. I'm sorry.
No, you carry on.
There was one by your daughter on here I wanted to mention. Okay. Your daughter said, it will never define who he is. To Connor, we are different. He is the bestest brother, always knows how to make me laugh, even when I don't want to.
Yeah.
That is beautiful.
Yeah. To him, we are the disabled ones. He is the normal one.
That's right. Terry from North End said, Talca said, afternoon, George. Well, thank you, Talca. Hello, Cape Cod. Good to see you in here, brother. I'm just trying to catch up. Shannon said we're doing live all day the 25th. Citizens Magnifishing says, I am at 965. Thank you, everybody. I just put a short up. Check it out. J-Dub is so talented. Yes, Shannon found his link, and we just put it up. Yeah. Hey, the 717 detectors in the house. Good to see you.
I edited a short clip, and every now and again I'll post it in one of our videos, and it's some of the work that John's done, and it sort of, I got his permission to use the images, and his work is absolutely fantastic, whether it's like a piece of artwork like the Kingfisher, or whether it's down to our stickers. He works so hard. But the thing that I like about him, I'll go to him with an idea and he will instantly get what I'm trying to get across to him. He will know what it is that I'm after. So it doesn't take much, maybe a bit of colour or something that needs tweaking, but the actual what's up here, he can really get it down on paper and produce it. And for somebody to have that talent, he must have a talent to produce what I've got up here.
Well, J-Dub is also, he's one of a kind, brother. He is so talented. He does not know how talented he is.
Yeah.
And that's the truth. Chris Shivik said he's got some things he's got to get done. Okay, Chris, you take care, brother.
See you later, Chris.
Hey, Todd, I have not forgotten about you, Nate. I've got something I've got to get in the mail for you. I'm sorry I haven't sent it yet, but it will go out soon. I promise.
We'll be watching some of Cape Cod's shorts that he's been posting lately. I haven't got around to watching quite a lot, but it is on my list of ones to catch up with. What I tend to do at the moment is binge watch.
Yeah, we do too.
If I haven't watched somebody for a while, I'll just sit and binge watch everything just to catch up. But this goes back to a conversation I had with Ray last Monday before he flew over. That with the YouTube, it's kind of what I'm watching is totally different to what it was when I first started watching YouTube. Because when I first started, it was all about the magnet fishing. But now I've got interested in like the baseball, car programs, detailing car programs. You know, I've got like a bit of an eclectic mix of what I'm really getting into now.
Yeah, and you know, we honestly, we Shannon and I were the same way. I mean, now we watch the camping videos. We Welsh Adventures and More. Alan Morgan.
Yeah,
You know, love watching him. Uh, I mean, there's just so many. I mean, I even watch paranormal videos now,
yeah,
which, you know, for the most part, and I'm sorry to say this, and if I'm offend anybody, I'm sorry, but most are fake.
yeah,
Uh, you know, Roger is doing a paranormal channel now, and it's not fake. He's doing it the right way.
yeah.
Uh, you know,
Well,
so
what puts a dampener on the ones that are fake are most of the TV programs that have been made on paranormal things have been so hyped up to be something that it's not, that it's give the whole paranormal community a bad rep.
yeah,
And you know, until they can get this sorted out, it's like most programs now. You know, once it gets commercialized and put on mainstream TV, that's it. It's gone.
yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, and I much respect to Roger Hipkiss and his crew.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
they're doing it the right way and the way it's supposed to be done. Uh, and I wish that these other channels, and I'm talking about YouTube channels,
yeah,
uh, I wish that they would do it the same way. Uh, not everything is a ghost, guys. Sorry to say that.
yeah.
Uh, and the reason I can say that is because Shannon and I used to do paranormal investigations. Uh,
That's how you started, isn't it?
yeah, in our earlier stuff, yeah. You know, actually before we started magnet fishing, uh,
We were doing airbags and
we
stuff
were
like
we
that.
were doing urbex and paranormal videos. Uh, what was it? Geocaching. We was doing that, and we also did something called
Random nothing.
rando knotting. And boy, let me tell you something. If there is a fake thing out there, rando knotting is it.
But it gets you up off your couch.
But the one thing it does do is get you up out of your house
Yeah,
and get you among other people and just get you out doing stuff. If it wasn't for us going out rando knotting, we would never have found magnet fishing.
yeah,
So, you know, it is what it is.
it's like me. You know, all those couple of years ago now, that if it hadn't have been for Shannon giving me the iPad and telling me to watch something on YouTube because of the way I was feeling, what I was going through at the time, she could tell that things were stressing me out and getting me down. And you know, I'm so proud of her for doing that for me. and I wouldn't be sort of on a live with you if it
Oh,
hadn't have been that moment a couple of years ago.
yeah, absolutely. And kudos to Shannon for doing that. If she hadn't done that, we would have been robbed of a awesome. I consider you one of my best friends, whether we met in person, face to face, or not. Shannon and I consider you one of our best friends, and I appreciate Shannon, your daughter Shannon, for
Shannon 1, Shannon 2.
bringing you out of your shell, so to speak.
Yeah, it's all Shannon's fault. Blame Shannon.
Shannon 1, Shannon 2, Shannon 3.
Well, I mean, Shannon and I are kind of private people. We don't have a lot of friends. Let's just say that our friends are on YouTube and Facebook.
Yeah.
And to be honest, the biggest part of our friends are in the UK.
Yep.
And that's just, and there's a circle of friends, let's say, that are more than just friends.
Yeah.
There's a small circle that are more than just friends, and I don't mean to make anybody mad. I don't mean to say that you're not our friends or anything. Other people on here. I'm just saying that there's
a clique.
I guess you would call a clique or whatever that like you and I and you and Shannon, we connected on.
Yeah.
And not to say that I don't love everybody in this chat, because we do. And any one of y'all are more than welcome to reach out to us at any time, and we will do whatever we can for you.
I have done on the odd occasion, and they are great people if you need to chew over something, they will help you through that.
Well, we appreciate you, brother, and you've done more for our spirits than you can imagine. And I truly mean that from the bottom of my heart. I'm getting choked up.
Yeah, you can tell when I'm getting emotional because I start swinging from side to side.
Yeah, and my voice starts cracking more than it normally does.
There's just some people that gets under your skin and stays there, and that's Stewart.
Yeah, like Shannon just said, there's some people that get under your skin more than others and just stay there. And Stewart is one of them people. Boy, he gets under your skin.
That could be taken a whole different way, you know that.
It honestly could, but we'll talk about that. We'll talk about. But I just think that friendship that is made. How can I say this the right way? I think friendship that is made over social media sometimes is not friendship.
No.
But other times you can feel the other person, even though you're 8,000 miles away from us, Stewart. I feel you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I mean that. But there's a lot of people that get that way with us. Of course, there's some people that have gotten that way with us that have gone away. You know what I mean?
You're stuck with me.
But you're a person that's not ever getting away. I will get my passport and come find you.
I'll bring a big enough suitcase so I can come back.
I'd have to bring a big enough suitcase to get us over there and stay.
See, one thing I love about you and Shannon as well is you're very humble people, and it's where I try to be as humble as I can. And it's like I speak to you and Shannon more than I do some of my own blood relatives.
Yeah,
and and that's because I'd rather speak to people that will help a situation Yeah.
Well,
You know,
you have helped us more than what you really know. I mean, you have really lifted our spirits uh, in ways that I just can't explain. Uh, your daughter says, knowing that my dad has you and Shannon, it means the world to me. You guys really are the best. Oh, thank you, Shannon. We really love you, and your dad means the world to us. Uh,
Shannon, you're fired. I'm
Shannon is
moving
great.
to America.
Shannon is great. Cape Cod said lots of clicks and micro clicks in the treasure hunting community. Yes, there is. Judy Mendel says, I wouldn't call it a click. It's just more personal connection than others. You're right, Judy. Cape Cod says, you didn't mean it in a bad way, Judy. Maybe group and micro groups. No, I mean, it's just, Judy was right. I mean, it's, for some reason, it seems more personal
Yeah.
between us, and it
But
just is what it is.
I try to take people at face value, and it's sort of, they say never meet your idol, because I've met people that I've wanted to meet, and they've not turned out to be the people I was hoping they would be.
Yeah.
And then I've met people that I wasn't expecting to meet, and they mean so much more.
Yeah. I totally get that. Cape Cod says we need to put some emo music in the background.
Hang on, let me find some. I think I've got an 8-track player somewhere.
Yeah, I'm sure we do somewhere around here. I know we found a bunch. But that is true. That is just so true that we have connected with a lot of people on a personal level through YouTube and Facebook that we would have never met otherwise.
Yeah.
And I'm talking all the way around the world. Like Graham. Well, here's an example. Graham Capstick from Magnets Away. He's in Bulgaria.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's from the UK. He's got a home in the UK, but he lives in Bulgaria as well.
It's the
And
heritage.
we just met him a couple months ago, and man, he is just a super kind person.
Yeah.
And you, of course, how long have we known each other now?
It's got to be knocking on to 2 years now.
Yeah, I would say right around 2. And I mean, we just took off with you guys just like we've known each other all of our lives.
I remember the very moment I first messaged you and Shannon, and you were going through a bit of a rough patch with somebody in the community. Well, him and his then partner.
Yep.
I kind of didn't like the way they were portraying you. And that's when I messaged to say, look, we don't know each other. I just don't like what's going on. I'm going to be there for you.
Well, you was there for us in a very special way during that period, and that's something we never will forget.
Yeah.
We don't even bring up that person's name anymore.
It's like one of those things you say and you go poof, you explode.
Yeah, so you say that name, it's like poof, you explode. Shannon said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't felt the need to say hit that name for the last 12 months at least.
Yeah, and us either. And again,
No, it bothers me once in a while.
it still bothers Shannon,
Yeah.
and that's what bothers me, is that it bothers her.
Yeah.
Uh,
See, this is where I have to sort of, with my wife Pam, she's very quiet, she's very private, and she's going to hate me for saying this now because I know she's listening in the other room. But she will get upset over things that I don't. But then it makes me think, if it's upset her, maybe it should upset me.
Yeah.
I know she's listening because she's now tapping on the wall from the kitchen. Be quiet.
Stuart's in trouble. Stuart's in trouble.
I am, yeah. But yeah, I mean, you know, this is Pam. She you know, she does. Shut up. I'll let you out in a minute. But yeah, but she kind of watches and she observes a lot.
Yeah.
And when things upset her, then I know something is not right.
Well, that is the truth, and
I do that too. I watch and observe.
and that's something that Shannon and I both do too. We, you know, we watch and observe people.
Yeah.
And like Judy Menzel just said, she says, "Yeah, if I catch on to any real negativity, I'm gone." And you know, that's the way we have gotten as well.
Drama free, man.
You know, drama
Sucks.
ain't for us. It sucks. You know, I'm too old for drama, and you know,
More than it should.
People from talking about somebody else.
yeah. And Shannon says if they're talking about her, it keeps them from talking about somebody else. You know, I've gotten to the age and the point where you can say whatever you want to about me, and it just goes right off my back.
Yeah.
Because you know, it just don't mean anything to me. But if you mention my family, if you put my wife's name in your mouth, then you've got a problem. You've got a real problem. And there's only a few people I feel that way about, and
that's one of them.
You know, there's a few people that I know from Facebook and YouTube that I feel that way about. That if you talk about some people that the guy fell out. This guy next door fell out of his car just now. Sorry.
He opened the door and he just fell out.
He opened the door to his car and he just fell out of the car.
Oh, I hope he stopped it first.
Yeah, well, yeah, he stopped and parked, but he's in his driveway. But he absolutely opened the door and fell out of the car. I don't understand, but hey, he got right back up. But as I was saying, there are people such as you, Stewart, that I will go to bat for no matter what it is, no matter who it is. And we've always got your back. So then there's a few people on social media that we feel that way about. Man, my beard is getting long. I just noticed it. And gray, really gray.
Don't worry about the grey. It'll look brilliant at Christmas.
Oh, yes, it will. I can do Santa Claus for Ezra. Cape Cod said he's got to go. Enjoy the day. He's got to get back to work. Trying to get my comments to move. But yeah.
It's kind of something that I like when I was talking to Nigel a few nights ago. And he was saying like he's got a bit of a hard shell now and he just don't care. It's sort of, you know, it's like water off a duck's back. And it kind of left me thinking maybe I ought to be like that a bit more. But I think if I started to become like that now, nobody would take me seriously because they've only ever known this. So yeah, it's
Try to come up with that air, but it just doesn't work.
You could try to come off with that air of
non-caring,
but
yeah,
You
It
just
wouldn't be.
you couldn't pull it off. I'm sorry.
No, no.
And here's the thing about me, this has bugged me all of my life. Because of my size, people look at me like I'm a monster, like I'm the baddest person on planet Earth.
But you speak and it's over.
No, you're a cuddly monster.
You are.
It's just funny to
Shannon.
me. It's just funny to me. Shannon saw right through me right from the beginning.
He spoke and
Yeah.
that was it.
She said I spoke to her and that was it.
And not no big
But
man.
it's honestly hard to get past my size for me.
Yeah.
6'7", 340
Blah, 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 blah.
pounds, somewhere in that area. Yeah, I look like probably Frankenstein's monster, but I'm wearing pink glasses. you know.
Very cute pink glasses.
Yes, they are. But some people come off as hard asses, I guess is the only thing I can say. But when you get to know them, they're really not.
Yeah.
Uh, for example, I'll tell you somebody. For example, Nigel, super super nice person.
Yeah.
Uh, and when I first saw Nigel, I thought that, man, he may be hard to deal with,
Yeah.
But after seeing him speak and watching him on his videos, and then for me actually talking to him just like we are, one of the nicest people in the community that you will ever find, will do anything for you
Yeah.
that he possibly can.
See, Nigel, I find Nigel the same as you and Shannon, because I've always kind of been socially awkward. If I meet somebody for the first time, I'd clam up. I wouldn't know what to say. Unless they spoke to me first, we probably would never have a conversation.
Yeah, I like
And
somebody
see,
to speak first.
that's the way Shannon is.
Yeah.
That,
But after getting to sort of know you guys, know Nigel, it's like me and Nigel was on the phone for probably 2 hours the other night. Now, I never would have thought in a million years I would be able to have a conversation with Nigel, let alone for 2 hours,
right.
because of the way I am. But I think it's more that when you're around people like yourselves and Nigel, you relax more, because you give an air off where you will help relax people and they feel comfortable around you. But there's still people out there that I've known from 2 years ago that I wouldn't know how to approach them to have a conversation.
Yeah, I agree. And I know people like that as well. Terry said, Judy, Nigel is lovely. Sometimes you have to be like that to protect yourself from all the crap. And you're absolutely right, Terry. Absolutely right. Let me just say this about Nigel. I don't want anybody to take this the wrong way. Nigel is a star. He is a legend, and we love him. We love Nigel, and we think the world of him. Uh, I guess because that we're such a small channel, and most of the people that we know are smaller channels.
Yeah.
It's intimidating to talk to someone that big.
This is what I like about Nigel, because even though he's got the big channel, the one that everybody would want, the one that everybody the one that people probably hate him for having because it's a big channel. But I phoned him up because I wanted to pick his brains over something. I could have had a pick of anybody I could have picked up the phone to. But with Nigel, he will give you the straight answer as well.
Yeah,
There's
absolutely.
Ollie.
Hello, Ollie. Uh,
Ollie Barnes.
it was. Here's what's funny to me. I guess funny is not the word, but I knew what kind of person Nigel was when Nigel called me out of the blue to be on his live, and you know what that's like. You was on his live before too,
Yeah, yeah,
and that to me that is a great honor to be on his live,
yeah.
uh, and I will never forget him for that. And I appreciate that more than he will ever know. Uh,
One thing I've tried to do with Nigel, because of at the time we're just starting out, and Nigel had got one of the biggest channels out there, and I noticed early doors everybody was chasing him to go magnet fishing with him.
yeah,
I kind of kept my distance. I didn't want to hound him, and it's sort of, to me, I'm glad I've done that, because it has then given us the opportunity for Nigel to approach us and say, right, it's about time we arrange to go out.
yeah,
You know, I didn't want to be the one that was constantly chasing him,
right.
saying, I want to go out magnet, I want to go out magnet. He must get that all the time.
Yeah, can you imagine that? I mean, people that you don't know just hounding after you, chasing after you, wanting to go fishing with you.
Yeah,
And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but
If you don't know the people,
if
you're like, what the hell?
in my opinion, let them approach you. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
You know, yeah, I would love to go out fishing with Nigel, and if I was there, I'm sure that he would arrange that.
Oh, yeah.
I would love to go fishing with Bondi and Wim.
Mm.
But can you imagine how many people approach them as well?
I should imagine that their inbox is full.
Oh yeah,
We'd love to go fishing with you.
we want to go fishing with you. You
Oh, I'm
know,
sure we can arrange that big one day.
I would love for that to happen, brother. I would love for that to happen. Terry said he will, Stewart. He thinks a lot of you.
I think a
Yes,
lot of Terry as well. She makes the best bread pudding.
I've heard that before. Terry said yes, Stewart. He asked us to at first. We never chased him or anyone else. See,
Yeah,
Terry, that's the way to be. You know, that's just the way to be. Uh, if somebody wants to go fishing with us, they're more than welcome. I'm not saying don't ask us or anything.
yeah.
Uh, but we're not a big channel. We're not, we're not.
Nobody ever wants to go with us.
Yeah, nobody ever wants to go with us anyway. We're going to make our presence known in Nashville, though.
I, I can't understand how. I really can't. I would go out with you 7 days a week and twice on a Sunday.
Yeah, well, I guess one reason is there's not a lot of people around us that do this. I mean, the closest people that I know of is probably Johnny. And
Yeah,
that's still 4 hours away.
yeah, yeah.
We got a lady by the name of Joan Rose that has gone with us
Hour and a half
before,
away.
and she's an hour and a half away.
Hour and a half, I don't
Oh,
know.
wow.
Uh, and anybody is more than welcome to go fishing with us at any time. Uh, don't care who you are or where you're from. Come on, we'll go. We'll take you. If you ain't got a magnet, we'll get you a magnet. We got plenty of.
Yeah.
We're in fact going to give away 2 magnets when we get to Nashville.
They're just Amazon. So.
They're just Amazon magnets, but hey, they still do the job.
Yeah, I mean, I mentioned this to the group that we was out with today. I've got a couple of magnets on. We've got like an iron railing down the ramp in the back garden, and that's where I attach the magnets to, just so I know where they are. But one of them, it's got quite a. You really have to wrench it off the railing, and it's only a cheap magnet. And to have that kind of power, I'm kind of thinking I want to get an iron bar and weld a nut at the end, screw the magnet onto, and use it as like a dipping pole,
Ooh, yes.
just to see what we can get with down the edge. You know, it repurposes the magnet. It's not just sat there doing nothing. So yeah,
You know that's something that we've done. We've got
500.
two sticks, broom handles, whatever. And we've attached two earlier magnets we've had. I won't call them cheap magnets.
500 single side.
One of them is a 500 single side. The other one is a 1200, I think, or 1100 single side. And they're not Kratos, which is who we belong to, is Kratos.
yeah.
But we use them to, to get into the water, to go along the edge, like you said. And we have yet to use them. We're going to use them when the water goes down a little bit more.
Yeah.
And these two Amazons that we're going to give away, one of them is a 2,600 pound double sided. The other one is a 1,800 pound double sided.
1625.
Or 1625, something.
There's no slouch.
And let me tell you something. Those two magnets have pulled up quite a bit of stuff for us.
Yeah.
Got stuck on that
We got
fish plate that we had. I had to get and beat it off.
that 2,600 pound one got stuck onto something. It was a big fish plate that we could not budge. It looked like it was still connected to the track. That we could not. I couldn't pull it up. Couldn't get the magnet off of it. Shannon had to go down on the bank while I edged it over to the side and knock it off with a hammer.
Never heard it.
Never once hurt that magnet at all. I mean, and these magnets are, still powerful.
I'm not sure whether Andy's still in chat, but he knows if we get stuck onto something like that, we will tie to the back of our car and pull it. There's not much point in having a tow bar if you're not going to use it.
That's right. And no magnets left behind, brother.
I'm hoping that Pam's not listening now, but when I get the new tow bar put onto my car, I would love to try it because the car that I've just bought has got 4-wheel drive as well.
Ooh.
The last time we were out, we had to tie something to the back of my car. We were pulling that hard. The front end of the car was moving sideways. It wouldn't go forward. It was literally sliding sideways. So with having 4-wheel drive now, I can't wait to try and pull something.
I understand that.
I want to get stuck on purpose.
Ollie says that he's got a winch for a magnet if it gets stuck. Ollie, we had a winch, and let me tell you how this winch broke. Was it you that got stuck in the tree?
Yes.
Shannon got her magnet. It's always Shannon getting stuck in a tree. She threw the magnet, and every time she throws, it goes 50 foot up in the air. No matter how far it goes out, it will go 50 foot straight up in the air. Well, she got it hung in this big tree, and in a fork of two great big branches.
Yeah.
So I got the bright idea of using the winch on hooking it to the telephone pole and winching it out. Well, it didn't do nothing but break that winch.
Yeah.
Luckily for us, a friend of ours, well, he's now a friend. He's one of our subs, actually. His name is Tom, was walking along the tow path. And if it wasn't for Tom, we would never have gotten that magnet out. He and I pulled and pulled and pulled until we broke that big branch.
Yeah.
Magnet came out. But we broke a winch. And it was a decent winch.
I've never seen a winch
Yeah,
And
we've got a winch as well, and I think it's a 2-ton rating.
yeah,
Come along.
So, it's got plenty of guts on it. But I would still, I would be more comfortable tying it to the back of the car than I would using the winch.
I've just never seen a winch fold up like that.
yeah. I mean, like Shannon said, we've never seen a winch fold up like this. I don't know if this is what I think it was a ton and a half.
Yeah.
And it should have been able to pull that magnet out, but man,
There's no way to get out on that tree either.
yeah, there was no way of getting it out of that tree. Judy Menzel said, "I am resigned to the fact I'll never get to leave the house again for more than to see a doctor. So you all mean the world to me. Truly, I'd be heartbroken if I has no phone to connect to y'all." Judy, honey, we love you and we thank you for your support. And I know if you could, you would be right here with us fishing. Uh, but we send our love and prayers to you.
I think Judy's been supporting us from when we more or less started as well.
Us too. Judy is a great person. She's always around.
There haven't been many videos that we've put out that Judy hasn't commented on.
Yeah, ours as well. Judy is a wonderful person.
Yeah.
Gerd said, "I'm an airplane away from y'all, no matter if it is in the UK or USA."
Bring it on.
Well, get on Air Norway and come on, Gerd. But yeah, we love you, Judy. I know you support a lot of people in here, and we really are honored to have your support.
I would like to see another collab in the UK, but I'm not sure as if I'd want to be the one to do it.
I wouldn't want to be the one to do any of them because my God,
You know-
that'd be stressful.
You know the work that is behind the collab.
Little Maddie
Yeah.
has been hurt.
You know,
I'm just barely coping with the work it takes to run a YouTube channel, so a collab is well out of the way.
we would love to do a mini collab here, but I just don't know.
Maddie is working her butt
We
off.
watched Johnny and Maddie. Maddie is Johnny's wife, and man, let me just tell you what, she is working her butt off on this
She
collab.
is stressed.
Oh yeah.
And so is Johnny. Don't get me wrong, but Maddie is, more behind the scenes, and she is working her tail off
Yeah.
to get this collab together. And I just,
Got thrown in their lap and they're like,
yeah, it just got kind of thrown in their lap, and they're like, wow, I mean, it would totally overwhelm us.
Yeah.
you'd see me online pulling my hair out.
You'd see her online pulling her hair out. Shannon said, I don't know. I would love to do one, but
I don't want to be in charge.
I don't want to be in charge of it. One more thing.
I kind of appreciate Johnny for his live last night and dedicating it to the Brits that have gone over to the collab. And, the Brits over here that have supported the collab in one way or another, even if it's just sending something to give away for the collab or, however. I really appreciate that he's took time out in his schedule to do that.
That Johnny is a pretty busy guy as well.
Oh yeah.
With his work and his kids and his family. So yeah, it means a lot to us that he's doing this collab because
it's close enough that we can
it's close enough to us where we can actually go and see the people. And that's the main reason we want to go. Is there's some people we want to see and give a big sloppy kiss to.
Lord Kratos for one.
My main thing is I want to meet Benny from Kratos because Benny has done so much for us that people don't even know about.
Don't forget his birthday card.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Don't forget his birthday card.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it was Benny's birthday yesterday, I think it was.
Yeah.
Um, and Ben, let me just tell you this about Benny. You talk about a busy person. My God.
He's an archaeologist plus a
He's an
magazine.
archaeologist.
Yeah.
That's his full-time job. He
Oh,
runs the Kratos company.
Yeah.
He's
Family,
got his family
a new pup.
and a new puppy, and he still takes time to go magnet fishing
And talk to people in the middle of the night like me.
and to talk to people. Let me just say this: we were with another company,
And we were watching
and we won't mention no names, but we were with another company
watching a live.
and watching a live.
And I felt his
Benny happened to be on there.
I felt his humanity.
And like Shannon said, she felt his humanity through the live stream, and she just messaged him out of the blue in the middle. I'm talking about midnight or later here, and he immediately got back to her,
And we started talking.
and we've been with him ever since.
Yeah.
Just for that simple reason that he got back to her that quick,
And I could feel him through that live.
and feel the way he was on that live. There's nobody out there like Benny. I'll just say it.
I can just,
If you've got somebody that gives you the sense that that they're going to take care of you, it's. I would like to think that there are people out there that would be able to rely on me to take care of them if I could in any way.
Oh, I know you. I know you would, brother. I know you would. There's not a doubt in my mind. But Benny, I'm sorry. What'd you say?
Except for my daughter, she broke my heart. The day she moved out, she broke my heart.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Don't tell her that though.
I think she's in the live still.
I know.
oh, you were happy to see her go. Not.
Terry said, I think all fans are going to have a big meetup, Stewart. Not a collab, but anyone will be invited.
Yeah.
Terry, will you all swing over this way? We're in Shelbyville, Kentucky. Swing over here, pick us up, and we will definitely go. I would love to be there.
Yeah.
Judy Menzel says Benny is a real character. Yes, he is.
Oh my God,
Benny's hilarious. He, in a lot of ways, Stewart, he reminds me of you.
Well, I think I have a few lives where he's wore like is it a Viking hat that's got the horns coming out the side?
Brother, he's dressed up as the Easter Bunny. Did he do Santa Claus? I can't remember, but man, he is a true character. And if there was ever a Viking out there,
yeah,
Benny's a true Viking. He truly is. Like I said, he's an archaeologist. Very, very intelligent person.
Yeah.
That gets down in the dirt with his hands, and he's a hands-on type of person, especially with the magnet fishing.
And he takes his people out to have a drink after.
And
he treats his crew good.
Yeah, and the crew that he takes out on his archaeological digs. After the digs, you'll see them at a bar together, hanging out.
Yeah.
For drinks and everything. Judy Menzel said he does the Viking bit well. Yes, he does, Judy. Says, wish I could, George. Terry, we wish you could too, honey. We love y'all. Well, brother, I've not noticed the time until just now. Do you realize we've been on for almost 2 hours? I love it. I can go all day, however long you want to go. One man said, did you get them all frames? Okay, Stewart, from Sonic's birthday splash in the trailer. Okay.
Yeah, we didn't get all of them. We did have to leave some for a scrap man to come and get. See, the trailer that we'd got, I think it was only rated up to 500 kilos anyway. which we were more or less there for what we took. We did have the cover over the top, and there was still space in there, but you know, the amount of miles that I had to travel home with it to tow it back home, it was okay. Yeah, I did thank Ray and Sonic for giving us the opportunity to take some scrap on their behalf. So yeah, all's good.
That was those things were heavy.
Oh yes,
Those things were heavy. We saw that.
we literally, I think we spent about 20 minutes discussing how best to cut them up before actually starting to get into cutting them. It was one of those things that you've only got to make a cut the wrong way, and you could have made another 5 or 6 cuts afterwards. And I said, look, if we cut it here, there, and there, we only need to make the 3 cuts, and it should fit. So yeah, luckily we got as much in as we could, but yeah, we did leave quite a bit for the scrap man to come and collect as well.
Terry said they say women can talk.
Now, hang on a minute, Terry. You behave yourself.
Oh, y'all be on.
What are you saying there, Terry?
Yeah.
Ollie says, was it 22 A-frames that y'all got out?
Yeah, well, I think we managed to get probably 8 or 9 in the trailer.
Wow.
The rest we still had to leave at the side.
Ollie says, sorry, Stewart, it was me and the others with us who got them out.
No, that's fine.
We put a big magnet on it there.
Hey, at the end of the day, we were there to get out whatever was there.
Absolutely.
Now,
Absolutely.
it kind of, the size of those frames, it begs the question, who was it that thought it was a good idea to leave them in a canal?
Now,
Because
where were they actually from? Were they from a bridge, or what were they from?
I would imagine that when they've done the bridge works, it was a supporting frame
Okay.
that they've just cut up and let fall in.
That's
Now,
crazy.
unless we can find out how long they were there, to think that the amount of boats that must have gone over them and potentially got damaged, because obviously while they're under the water, you don't know whether they're stood up slightly or whether they are actually flat in the water. It's not the sort of place I'd want to jump into knowing that they were under the water.
No, absolutely not. Ollie says he got told it was a frame, a crane. Terry said, I'm a good girl, Stewart.
Terry, this is not a Northants thing.
It is not a North Ass thing today, Terry.
Yeah.
It's always a North Ass thing. What am I talking about?
Yeah. Yeah, actually. This just goes to show how much I appreciate that group. That inside my phone case.
It's a North Ass thing. I'll tell you what, I would love to have one of those.
I'm sure I know the right people that could arrange that for you, George. In fact,
oh, that's nice.
that's one of the big ones.
Those are nice.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. I mean, he's had that same symbol since I can remember, and I really like the way it looks. I love the way a clamp magnet looks. Don't you?
Yes, I do. But I do have 2 of those. So I will send you one of them.
Oh, Stewart, thank you so much, brother.
That's fine, mate. If I could message Terry later And if I can arrange to get a couple of the It's a North Ants things, then I will send those with the big sticker.
Terry says,
We need to.
I'm still a good girl, Stewart. Behave yourself. Bless you, Stewart. I will send you one, George. Terry, thank you.
That's what we need to do. We need to get a sticker with the dead man's hand and say it's a real deal thing.
That's what we need to do.
Yep.
We need to talk to John Drage about that.
Yep.
Shannon just had an idea for a new sticker for us.
We're gonna copy a little bit.
We're going to copy North Ants, I think. It's a real deal thing. I don't know. It could be. I don't know. We may.
You've started something now, because I could do It's a Kingfisher thing.
See what I'm saying?
But I won't, because Kingfisher says it's a poon.
That's true. That is true. And we say it's nice.
Nice.
So we may have to do that. Terry, I will send you the address, or I'll get Shannon to send it. One of the two, honey. Thank you so much for that, Terry. And thank you too, Stuart.
No, that's fine.
Get back. Do you like Elton John?
It depends.
It depends. Well, a song just came to my mind as I was trying to get out the door. My dog was trying to get out, and Get Back Honky Cat was trying to, it just entered my mind. You remember that song?
No.
Oh, what? You don't remember that?
No, it must have been one of his early ones.
Oh, come on. You know that song.
I don't.
I am not that old by myself.
I will probably know it if you played it, but just from the title, I don't know. I'm not a big Elton John fan, to be fair, but there are a couple of his songs that I do like.
I don't know what it is about, and especially Freddie Mercury. I mean, we've got a picture of Freddie Mercury hanging up in our living room.
Yeah.
We absolutely love Freddie Mercury. Elton John was good, but he was no Freddie Mercury. Let's just say it like that.
Yeah.
I'm a big Queen fan from way back, way back. But I really did not get emotionally involved with it until I saw the movie about Queen and Freddie Mercury.
Yeah.
And
talking to John Drage on Tuesday, and this is where coincidences happen. We were talking about music and groups, and I said, I've actually seen Bon Jovi live at the NEC in Birmingham.
Wow, really?
Yeah. And it was their New Jersey tour. But before that, I saw Status Quo at the NEC, and they done the Rock Till You Drop concert, where they went through so many stadiums in so many hours.
Right.
I was talking to John Drage about the Status Quo being at the NEC, and he turned and said, I was there at the same time.
Wow.
Yeah, we never knew each other, and it was a long time ago. But yeah, just to think that me and John are now friends after all these years, but years ago we was both at the same concert.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
That is absolutely crazy. Judy Menzel said the frames were really huge. It was like watching 30 clowns exit a minicar. They just kept coming. Judy, you're a trip. And you're absolutely right. That's what it did look like.
When we were stood there using the grinders to cut them up, it took me back to my metalworking days in a factory.
Yeah. You know, I used to work. Funny you should mention that. I worked in a metal fabrication place myself.
Yeah. See, before I met Pam, and settled down, I was a fabricator welder.
That is so cool because I was a laser welder.
Yeah,
Then I
that,
became a,
that's cooler than what I was doing.
not really.
Yeah,
The machine,
you
the
win.
machine did all the work. But it was cool to watch. Well, you can't really watch it because you go blind, but
Yeah,
it was cool to see the process of it and everything and be a part of that. I really enjoyed that job. It was one of two of my most favorite jobs I ever had. But like the other jobs, they moved to China, and I wasn't willing to go.
yeah.
Uh, let's see.
The problem when a good small company becomes corporate.
Oh yeah, yeah. We used to make the inside of car doors uh, for like Ford, and uh, Ford was a biggest group, and then we had a bunch of other small. We had Honda, Subaru, Toyota,
Yeah, yeah,
but then I became a lead person supervisor. Then I got to where I didn't really care for the job that much, but
yeah.
I stuck it out until they decided to move. But
Yeah.
uh, Gerd said I can hardly find a spot. Okay. Yep. There were sparks everywhere in Stewart. Terry said, "Yep, there were sparks everywhere, Stewart, but better out than in."
Yeah.
All talking about cutting them up.
Yeah.
Gerd, what do you mean you could hardly find a spot? I missed something.
Yeah, on that day, it got to the stage where there was so many to cut up. If somebody was in your way, you just carried on cutting.
Yeah. we, speaking of Timu earlier, I don't know where it's at now. We bought a cutter off of Timu, and it is the only thing from Timu that we never should have got. It cut through one piece of pipe, and it has not cut since.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it will still cut, but it won't hold a charge very good. We got the battery operated
I would have sent
because,
it back.
well, it didn't cost, but like $4, $3 or $4. You get what you pay for.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I bought things from Temu, knowing that they're good enough to do the job, but you're also in the back of your mind that in a few years' time you might be replacing them.
Yeah. I mean, everything we really bought from Temu, I mean, has been great. Really, I mean, honestly, we really haven't had to send a couple. We had to send a couple of things back, but and I should have probably sent this cutter back, but I didn't. But I'm a big Temu supporter. Call me crazy.
Oh, you're not crazy.
Says I just sent a video. I don't know what that means. Oh, Shannon just sent a video to herself. Can you send Terry our address? Terry from North End.
Yeah.
Terry, Shannon is going to send you the address, and I really, really, truly appreciate it. As soon as we get your parcel or whatever, we will send you back some stickers as well.
Just quickly, is Terry going to send some of these, or do you want me to send what I've got? If Terry could just let me know whether I'm sending this to you, or if she could get one to send. Either way, I don't mind.
Well, we really appreciate it. Terry's last name is Phillips, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I can send a couple, but they are a bit smaller. You send whatever you feel like sending, Terry. It's you don't. I mean, don't feel like you have to. I'm not. I don't go around asking for stickers. But
Yeah, we do.
well, yeah, we do, I guess. But we collect stickers. Our the back of our car is covered in stickers, and the one that shines the brightest is Kingfishers.
Of course.
You handsome devil! God, I love you, Stewart.
But this is the thing with John. Um, we were quite lucky that John helped us out that much with different things and helping to design things. He helped us to design this sticker that we've got. And we were fortunate that we're the first group in the UK to have the QR codes on the sticker. But
Yeah,
now we notice that there's a little bit of a space on the one side of the sticker. So once we've got rid of the stickers that we are now currently have, there is another new sticker coming out. Now, I'm not going to say what's on there, but as soon as they're out, you will get those as well.
well, that's awesome. And J Dub does what? So I mean, I can't state it enough. J Dub does such wonderful work.
And he ships all of
Yeah.
us.
Yeah, and he's the one we use is John Drage for our stickers.
Yeah.
We won't use anybody else. He's what we use. He's helped us out a great deal. And we're going to be sending him a design to have him work on. Hopefully, in a couple months, hopefully we might have a new sticker out, and it's going to be epic.
See,
that's all I can
this
say.
is why we approached him on the quiet. That when we done your gift box that we sent to you at Christmas, that he was able to do your stickers that we had done for you. And he did mention that you may be getting in touch soon because you hadn't had some for a while. And I said, well, hopefully, if we can get them sent over, they won't need to order for a while because they'll have.
Yeah.
We were at a stage where we were mailing them out left and right.
Yeah, we went to a stage where we were mailing out every day.
And we just had to order.
And honestly, we had to order again not long ago. I mean, and it just, we had to get enough to go to Nashville with us because we went through a stage where, I mean, people were asking for them left and right. And, we won't deny anybody. We'll send stickers.
And I had to say quite a few.
We'll send stickers to anybody that wants them. Just make sure we get your address.
I know that he has been really busy for the collab in Nashville.
Yeah, I know he has been. Let's see.
It would be nice if he could get around to doing the things that he would like to do. He's been that busy. He's just had no time to do the things that he wants to do.
Yeah.
I thought, and this is why I've always said every time we order something, it's sort of take your time. We're in no rush. We're not expecting them within the next week or fortnight. Couple of months will do. But you can guarantee after 5 days they're on your doorstep.
Yeah, and that's the thing with John.
He's selfless.
Yeah, he's selfless. He will do anything he can to help you out.
And forgetting himself.
And he forgets about himself. You know what I'm saying?
I've said it before and I'll say it again. We need a John Drage Appreciation Day. How we all appreciate everything he does for this community.
I don't think people realize how much he actually does. I mean,
I know that he would be embarrassed by it, but even if we done sort of, not a collab, but some kind of fundraiser, because every time I speak to him, I keep looking at this piece of equipment, but I can't afford it at the minute. If he had that piece of equipment, he knows he could do better quality work than what he's doing now.
I don't see how he could do better quality.
You know,
really.
I honestly don't know how I don't know how he could do better quality than what he does.
But
I mean,
at least if he had that opportunity where, you know, instead of him sort of thinking, you know, if I had that, maybe we could all get together somehow and make that happen for him.
That would
You
be
know,
great.
that would be great. That would, I mean, you know,
How can we do that?
how could that? I mean,
I don't know. I like coming up with ideas like this, but I just got no idea how to move forward with it.
I mean, I've got a slight idea, maybe, like a mini collab, and donate all the proceeds from the scrap,
Yeah.
you know, to him. Let's see. Terry said, "You know what, George? Dave and Ray have both of Northant stickers to hand out at the collab over there. Let me know if you get any before I send out."
Okay.
I will do, Terry. Will do. I mean, like I said, Dave and Ray are probably going to be swamped with people.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
You know, so, and like I said, there's supposed to be close to 200 people there.
Who's messaging?
I'm not sure, but if we get them before you send them out, we will definitely let you know, honey. And
Well,
again,
let me know, but I don't think that they will have the large Northants one. I would imagine that they'll probably be the normal Northant stickers. So I will send you one anyway. I've already got one. So yeah, that's
Stewart, thank you so much, brother. I can't tell you how much we appreciate it. I truly cannot thank you enough.
that's okay. I'll see if I can get an envelope big enough.
Okay.
If not, I'll make one.
Now Terry says, I will send them anyway. Well, thank you, love. We appreciate you, Terry, so much. And I'll be honest with you, Terry. I don't know if I had seen you before you became part of Northants. And I think you and Paul are great, and love watching you. Man, that one, how can I put this without getting banned or blocked? We'll call it, we'll spell it backwards and call it a nug. That one you found was awesome. I just love what that one piece you found, and it was totally awesome. And for those that don't know it, Shannon and I think, are the only people in the U.S. to have boat plaques from the Thames. And I know we're the only one to have a Kingfisher boat plaque. That being said,
I even got one.
let me see if I can show you all. I don't know if you can see it. I wish I could make my screen bigger.
There's a way to do it, but I don't know how.
I don't know how to do it. But there they are. 1926 Thames, 1929 Thames, and a Kingfisher in the center.
2023 Kingfisher.
Yeah, 2023 Kingfisher.
Or was it 24?
Or was that 20? No, that was 23.
I can't remember.
It's Christmas time.
I was given a bag of boat plaques. And now that I've had the shed, I've finally got round to going through some of them. And amongst them, part of the boat plaque has actually perished.
Oh.
But it's an old red triangle shaped boat plaque, and it's from the 1900.
Wow.
So to think that is 124 years old, and I have it. You know, whoop, whoop.
That is amazing. That is amazing. Terry says, "Oh, bless you. Thank you. Oh, I love it. A bird crapped on my head just before I found that. That is supposed to be good luck." Was it a Kingfisher?
I'll do more than that if I don't get my bread pudding.
I like bread pudding too, Terry.
You can pack it in dry ice and send it over.
Pack it in dry ice and send it over, Shannon said. That's funny.
Lovely, because at Sonic's birthday bash, I was a bit cold, and she lent me, I think it was Paul's jacket. Well, me being me, I just put it on because I was cold. And then everybody now thinks that I could be joining Northants magnet fishing because it got the Northants logo on the jacket. It's like, I had the opportunity the other day. I think Terry messaged to say like it'd be nice when we get together soon and go out and do something.
Well, everybody thinks we're with Kingfisher. And they're definitely going to think that in Nashville because this is what I'm going to be wearing down there.
Honorary Kingfisher.
That's it. That's what I like to hear.
Yeah, I'm sure there's going to be several people doing lives and videos and whatnot. But we're going to be doing, like I said, we're going to be doing them all day, and hopefully we get some good footage. Here's something I want to show you, Stewart, that we found a couple weeks ago. It was on a video. I don't know if it's come out yet, but I'm going to show everybody on the live. And this is well over 100 years old. Know that for a fact after the research. Let me get over here, and it's small. Let me get over here to it. Do you know what a button hook is?
I think I've heard of one. Oh, wow.
This is, I think y'all call it Victorian age.
Yeah.
It's where the men and women would button up their shoes.
Yeah.
They would reach down and button up their shoes with it. But that's what that is.
Oh, cool.
And had I not known what it was, we've already threw 2 of these away by accident.
Oh.
Oh,
Man.
Yeah. And on that same pull, the very, very same pull, I got something for you.
A poon! I
got a poon. On that very same pull, I got that button hook, and also got a button.
Awesome.
The button has since disintegrated in the rock tumbler.
Yeah.
In case y'all don't know, we won a rock tumbler off of a live, and we got that home, or we got it here, and we started cleaning up some of our small stuff with it. And let me tell you what, it does wonders. It's amazing what a rock tumbler will do.
Mm-hmm.
Gerd says, I need to come back, Terry, just for the food. Only joking, but I need to come and fish now that I'm over the starstruck thing. Well, Gerd, let me tell you something. You get on Air Norway, you hop over to the UK. Then when you're done in the UK, you hop on over here to the United States. And wherever you land in the United States, you drive to Kentucky, and we will come to you. I want you to come to Kentucky, Gerd. I want to see you. I want to go fishing with you, Gerd. And I know Shannon feels the same way.
I think when Gerd came over to the UK, she's actually one of the few people that I approached first.
Really?
Because I really wanted to meet Gerd. And I kept asking May, like, is Gerd okay? Has her flight landed? Is she settled? And it's sort of like, but then on that day, I think we'd pulled up and parked. I got out the car and I noticed that she was stood next to Ray in the car park. And I just went straight over. She's lovely.
Gerd is one of a kind, and let me tell you, she's a busy lady. She goes on everybody's live. I see her at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, her time,
Yeah.
And it's amazing.
It's bad enough when it's 3 o'clock at our time, and I'm having to come off lives, and Gerd's still talking. Like, what time is it over there?
Terry said, I did too, had a big cuddle with Gerd as soon as I saw her. Do you know in some parts? Do you know on some parts of the internet you can get paid money for that, Terry? Me and Stewart are going to find out later.
Oh yes, yes, yes. And Shannon's going to film it.
Oh yeah, of course, of course.
I think Gerd and Terry could be sisters.
You think so? Possibly.
Yeah, I think it's possible. Gerd and Terry could very well be sisters.
I don't recall how tall Gerd was.
Don't take this the wrong way, Terry, but I think Terry's a lot shorter than Gerd.
I'm not sure. I don't remember. I'll have to go back and look at the video.
I'm sure one of them will comment in a minute and let us know.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure. Gerd says she got a lot of amazing bear hugs that day.
Yeah.
Well, Gerd, you come to Kentucky, I guarantee you get a bear hug. Speaking of bears, did you see the bear track?
Yes, we did.
Oh my gosh, man.
Well, if that was me, I'd be there taking a plaster cast of that.
Well, it's by now it's gone. It was a month ago.
Yeah.
And we wasn't sure about what we had seen, so I sent the pictures to the Kentucky Fish and Wildlife and game wardens.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they said, yeah, chances are that is a bear track, and they've been known to be coming into our city for the last few summers. They said that they just basically get kicked out of their breeding ground, and they come down the mountains and they come into the cities. And they said they've been seeing them for the last few years here. Oh, I forgot to. I'm sorry.
Did you see what somebody commented on Johnny's live last night?
No.
That there's an alligator in Memphis.
Yeah, I saw that.
And I commented, nobody's walking in Memphis anymore. They're all running.
Not many people would get that, but I got it.
Yeah, yeah.
I got it as soon as you said it. I got it. I forgot to tell you too, by the way. Andy said that you've got 2 trolleys sitting in your back garden. I think is what he said.
Shopping trolleys.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
I just thought I'd say that. I saw that earlier and I forgot to tell you. For some reason, I don't know why when we use StreamYard, people cannot see the comments, but the person doing the live.
Yeah, if I'd got my phone on, it's charging up at the minute. If I'd got my phone on, I'd be able to see the comments as if I was watching.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But sat here, I can only see the comments that you are putting up.
Okay. Andy said it's by the back gate.
By back gate. Right, has he been round with the trailer or?
Andy, did you go around with the trailer, brother?
So my phone's on charge, so I'm having to sort of.
Judy Mendel said an alligator can run way faster than a human.
I don't doubt that.
Yeah, that is the truth. You know, when I went to, I've been to Florida a couple times. I've been to Alabama quite a few times, and I've seen alligators there.
Yeah.
And I got to admit, I don't like them. I'll be honest, I don't like alligators. But the problem is, I do like bears. But you know, as I told this game warden, if it comes between the safety of my family and me or that bear, guess who's going to win?
That'll be you.
I promise you it will be. As I always say, you know, I don't go nowhere without some kind of protection, and Shannon is the same way. And I hope they're okay with that down in Nashville, but I'm sure they will be. West Country Mudlarks, hi, how are you guys? Glad to see you on here. Judy Menzel said, Terry, I'd be climbing. I hear you. Yeah, I don't like gators either. They kind of scare me. Have you ever watched that show, Swamp People?
No.
If you ever get an opportunity, you really ought to watch it. It's men and women that go gator hunting.
Right. Okay.
And they're in Louisiana, and the gators are becoming a problem down there. I guess because of all the hurricanes and stuff that they had over the years, they're getting blown in and stuff. And well, they got a natural habitat there. I mean, alligators have been in Louisiana since before time. Judy Menzel says, I'm a big fan of Swamp People. Yeah, we like Swamp People as well. Okay, I just got a message from Terry. I'm sorry. West Country Mudlarks. I'm glad to see you guys in here. They always allow me to post videos on their page. They're good people. If you get an opportunity, go check out West Country Mudlarks. They get some interesting stuff.
Yeah.
That's one thing that Shannon and I both love now, though, is mudlarking. Absolutely love it. And we kind of stumbled on mudlarking by accident because I put my Kratos Titan magnet down on the bank, and when I pulled it up, it was stuck. And it was stuck on the bank right next to the creek. And I was like, what in the world is this? And 6 inches below my magnet was a Saturn. Wow. And I pulled it up with my magnet out of the mud.
It's one thing on my bucket list that I've still yet to have.
Oh, really? We've gotten a couple now. Yeah. One of them, Shannon painted. Let me go grab it real quick. I want to show that to you. And I'm not sure if this is the one I pulled up or not. But it's I love these old irons. My mom and dad used to have them around the house. They would use them as door stops.
Yeah.
And they are amazing. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Yeah. Actually, pardon me for bending over and showing the collar of my shirt or whatever. I'm having problems. I got to stumble around the house. I should be using my cane, but I forget to.
Yeah.
Here's one.
Oh, that is awesome. See, I'd love to get something like that because it was something that I would take my time cleaning up and painting and everything.
And this is another one.
Yeah.
This one actually says St. Louis on top of it. But yeah, I mean, and I'm not sure which one it was that I pulled up with my magnet. Because that happened a couple years ago, and that got us started into mudlarking. And man, have we found the bottles.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you know that because we've got lights on our bottles.
Yeah.
That we turn on at night and during Christmas. And it just, I absolutely love that. And we've got more bottles now than we know what to do with. I've got to make some more shelves outside. And that's going to turn into what we refer to as a Robinson project because it won't go right, I'm sure.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Well, I always have issues using power tools, sort of like you.
Yeah. I mean, as part of my Temu order, I've just had a blowtorch.
Oh, no.
It runs off the same gas canisters we use for the camping cookers.
Wow. Now, let me ask you this. those big chaff cans you find? Are
Yeah.
they like that? Are they like a gas or something that you could use to?
The big blue ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're I think there's something to do with the food industry.
Okay.
There's some kind of whippy can.
Okay.
Don't know what it is that they whip because I've never found one with a decent label. But yeah, it is like a compressed gas cylinder. Unfortunately, just like the chav cans, people do use them.
Yeah. Yeah, I understand that they use them for nefarious reasons.
But this is what I like about Ray, because Ray is the only person that I know that knows how to dispose of them.
Really?
So yeah, so me and Ray kind of do swap things. So and Ray will take the blue cans away when we've collected some, and then it's got two today.
Yeah, you got 2 Saturns today. That's awesome.
No, I think he means the blue cans.
Oh, the blue cans.
Yeah, I know somebody got one before I left, so that could be what Andy's referring to. So
Terry
yeah,
says,
Ray will take the blue cans away in exchange that, like, because we've given him that, he gives us something in return.
"Well, that's cool."
Normally at roadside.
Does Ray still collect the fence pins?
I'm not sure. He hasn't asked about fence pins for a while. So until he gets back, I'm not too sure.
Here's a question for you, and I've asked it before to. I've
Right.
asked this question before to Barry, and I think I asked Roger about it. Why is there so many scaff poles and scaff clamps in the water over there?
The only thing that I can think of is that people aren't disposing of them in a proper manner.
Well,
If
what's funny is I think it was just a year ago or a couple years ago, we found our first scaff pole and scaff clamp.
Yeah.
I just thought that's hilarious. I mean, that's something we never thought we'd ever find over here.
Yeah, I know Claire had a scaff clamp earlier. One of the women that we was lazy builders. One of the women that we was magnet fishing with, she also had a scaff clamp, but I don't know if there was any more that came out after that.
Okay, well that makes sense.
Yeah,
It says Ray's wife Jillian was collecting the fence pins that she's done now.
I can understand why Ray magnet fishes so much, because his wife Gillian, she has one of the best kept gardens I've ever seen.
Now, see, you're the second person that's told me that.
Yeah,
I'd love to see it. I'd love to see it.
it's nice. It's peaceful. It's one of these gardens that flows around. There's easy access to get around everything, and you can tell that she really does take her time and take pride in the garden. So I would imagine that that's her job when Ray's out magnet fishing every day.
Yeah. I don't know if Barry's still in here or not. Barry Chalk, and I'm sorry, I'm going off on a deep end here on another subject. I'm sorry about that. Barry Chalk basically has a pet fox. Well, I
Yes,
call
I've heard about this.
There's this wild fox that comes to their uh, garden
Yeah.
and even to their front yard. And they'll put food out like eggs or whatever out for it, and the fox will actually eat the food out of Lisa's hands.
Oh wow. I didn't think that wild foxes would get that close.
I didn't either. But they've had these foxes that come to their yard for a couple of years now. Hello, Shane from Ohio River History. Shane, we have got to get together and go fishing, brother. I keep telling you this. Are you going to Nashville, Shane? Do you remember the cowboy movie, Shane?
Yeah.
Remember the little boy saying, "Shane, come back."
Yeah.
Boy, I'm really telling my age.
That's the bit that I normally still cry at.
Terry says, my friend has a family of foxes. Every year they wait at her door for their breakfast. That is cool. But I'm serious. Barry and Lisa Chalk are fox whisperers. They named this fox Buddy, and Buddy has got cubs as well now that have come out.
I'll send you a couple of pictures over, but for the last 4 or 5 years, we have had the same family of woodpeckers come back to our garden to feed.
Really?
It was only at the start of this week that we've noticed that they've started to come back again.
I am a big fan of woodpeckers, simply because about 3 or 4 years ago, Shannon was staying with a woman to help her out a little bit, and I was sitting out front in their yard, and they throw bird seed out and everything out for the birds, but this woodpecker was hanging upside down on a branch in front of the car, hanging upside down and walking backwards. I call it moonwalking, like Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
And I became the biggest fan of woodpeckers right then and there.
I'll send you a couple of pictures of these woodpeckers.
Oh, please do. I love it. And if Barry's not on here,
go.
I'm sorry. If Barry's not on here, I will forward you a couple videos that he sent me. I know he wouldn't mind me sending them to you. Go ahead. What were you going to say?
The family of woodpeckers that we have, it's mainly the female, and last year she started bringing the younger woodpeckers with her. It's not that often that the male woodpecker will come into the garden. We have seen him, but yeah, it's just nice that we know it's the same family. We keep an eye on the markings that's on them. But yeah, it's just nice to think, I might have to start charging them rent one day, but
now see, we have hummingbirds that come back. Well, for the last 2 years, they haven't come back this year, and it kind of worries me and Shannon. Their lifespan is only a couple, 2 to 3 years, and they haven't come back yet. Judy Menzel says she's got enough skunks, gophers, and coyotes around her area. Don't need to add foxes to the mix. Ohio River History said I have crackhead squirrels and chipmunks. That's funny. Judy Menzel said I did see an armadillo last time I was out. Those armadillos are crazy, man. They're like possums with armor on. They are crazy.
There used to be an advert in the UK, and I think it was Harry Enfield, and he used to play like a character that was a farmer. And I remember the one advert, he used to go, armadillos, crunchy on the outside, smooth on the inside.
I have eaten a lot of strange things in my life. I don't think I've ever eaten an armadillo.
I don't think I would want to, not unless somebody's inadvertently given it to me and I didn't know about.
Well, that's what I'm talking about as well. I ate alligator that way. I've eaten rattlesnake that way.
Yeah.
The one thing I don't like to eat though is I don't like rabbit.
I've never had rabbit. I don't like the idea of eating rabbit.
Yeah, I can't get. It's hard to get past that as well for me. Uh, but over here, you can actually buy rabbit in stores,
Yeah.
and I don't know. I don't like the taste of it, and I just don't like the idea of it as well.
I like turkey. I like beef, pork, chicken, lamb, but that is roughly it for me.
Yeah, me as well. Now I will eat fish as long as it's deep fried and has plenty of tartar sauce. Uh,
Yeah, I'm not a big fish eater.
I'm not either.
To be that I could go 6 months and Pam will say, "Do you want fish? Do you want fish?" And I'll go no. And then one night I'll say, "Yeah, I fancy some fish tonight." But then that'll be it for another 6 months.
Yeah, it has to be deep fried from a restaurant.
Yeah,
I can't do it. And one reason is because I had tilapia one time, and I believe it was bad because the texture of it was really just mushy,
yeah.
and I can't. I just can't do it.
Like I
Can
said, unless somebody cooks it and sort of I eat it, and then they go, "Oh, you've just eaten rabbit," then I don't know how I would react afterwards. I will either be fine with it or I will be ill with it. Just at the thought of eating rabbit.
I understand. I mean, I got that way too. It just they were little round disc like of meat,
Yeah.
and it just got bigger in my mouth. I couldn't even hardly swallow it.
Oh right. Okay.
I couldn't. It just felt like it was getting bigger. Like, ugh, nah, I can't talk. I can't even talk about it.
Well, I just saw Terry's comment. Did she say that she loves rabbit?
Yeah, hmm
Is that her new nickname for Paul?
that's what I was going to ask. Ohio River says rabbit is greasy, in my opinion. Yeah, I agree with that too.
Well, that's
Cannot even really talk about it.
no. The only greasy meat I like will be bacon.
Yeah, oh yeah, I love bacon. Armadillos growl like dogs when I saw one at my aunt's. I have seen a couple armadillos in around Alabama. Uh,
Andy,
yeah,
do you remember the armadillo advert?
when I was young.
See what he says.
Judy Menzel says when I was young, a local butcher shop got closed down because he was selling skinned. It's in place of rabbit. Good to know I can eat cat if I was starving to death. They're supposed to taste similar. Judy, oh God, I'm going to be sick. Do you know
Judy, I
that?
love you to bits, but that is so wrong.
Well, you know that cat and dog are a delicacy in some Asian countries. I'll not go there.
Yeah, it's quite funny because if any of the local takeaways get a bad rapport, then instantly they're serving cat and dog.
I've always heard that as well.
It's quite funny that they were great for the first 10, 15 years of being open, but all of a sudden they're serving cat and dog.
I have heard that most of
Yeah.
my life. Well,
Rabbits sound like wildcats when attacked. All right.
do you know last year? I'm pretty sure it was last year when Shannon and I were fishing. We heard a deer scream and we saw it jump up and take off, but we heard a deer scream. Never in my life have I ever heard that. and it just hit me that it could have got scared by a bear
Yeah.
That was probably nesting over there or something, because you couldn't see. It was really thick coverage, but
Yeah.
we don't have really any predators that would make a deer scream other than humans. So it would have to be a bear or a coyote.
Yeah.
And I don't think it was a coyote because it was kind of deep brush, you know.
But I don't think that there would be much out there that would make one scream.
I don't either. Not here in Kentucky. Judy Menzel said, I tasted og meat once in Korean neighborhood in Chicago. It's grainy and yucky. No, my dad was in the Korean War, and he talked about it. That's how I know about it.
Yeah.
But I can't imagine it. But yeah, dad was in Korea, and that's where my dad got injured. He flipped the Jeep over, and the whole left side of his face was damaged, knocked his eye out. We had
Yeah.
basically this whole side of his face was plastic, and he had a glass eye as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was not in combat. Actually, he flipped it because him and two other people were drunk on leave, and that's what happened. And my dad actually was not the one driving; he was a passenger. A captain was driving, and my dad took the blame for it. And my dad got busted back down to private. He was a master sergeant, and he
Yeah.
got busted back down to private after that.
Yeah.
But
In the days
well,
where you take responsibility for your own actions.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. And I mean, the captain wouldn't take the responsibility, so it was left up to my dad. And the other guy was in the car was a private, so there was nothing he could do, you
Yeah.
know, to take responsibility.
Nothing he could do other than do as he was told.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Dad was a master sergeant, but he was also the company cook.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, my dad could cook some food, boy. Uh, I don't know if y'all ever heard of red eye gravy over there.
I haven't. I'm sure there are people that have.
It's a gravy made with coffee grounds.
Yeah.
You put it on like ham or steak. Well, you put it on basically anything. It's kind of like an au jus, but made with coffee.
Yeah.
Is Graham still here? Yeah, there he is. Graham says, "Oh my God, I can't eat trip." I guess does he mean tripe?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, I know what tripe is. I could not do that either.
No, I couldn't do that either. Although, partly the reason why I am the way I am, my parents used to do a lot of beef dripping sandwiches.
Beef kidneys?
Beef dripping.
Oh, beef
Basically,
dripping.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's I like it too.
Yeah.
Shannon loves beef drippings.
Well, when I used to play darts, and I started playing in the pubs in the family darts teams when I was 13. And the food at night used to be crusty bread with beef dripping.
You soak that up with bread. Oh man, that's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God.
No, just have it as it is.
Judy Menzel said North chitlins. You know what chitlins are?
Nope.
It's chicken innards, the inside, like I think it's
Oh.
organ, some type of organ.
I'm not sure. I think we call them the giblets or something. I don't know.
Yeah, giblets and chitlins. Yeah. No, is chitlins pork or is that? I think chitlins may be pork. Giblets is what I was thinking of. Intestines.
Ooh.
I know what goes through the intestines. I'm not going to eat it.
No.
Terry says we'll have to go soon because I have to admin on North End's premiere. Okay, honey, I didn't realize North End's premiere was coming on right now. So
that's in about 35 minutes.
Okay. Well, brother, we have been on for almost 5 minutes short of 3 hours.
I think we've broke your record.
We absolutely have. We absolutely have. And do you know what? I love it because you and I just have a conversation.
Yeah,
And that's the way I like these lives to be. Just have a conversation. And that means the world to me to be able to sit and talk to you.
Even though I'm in the office, it's been great to get out.
I totally understand that. And I'm actually in my office now. Let me show you.
Oh, I've seen your office quite a few times. I've actually seen you lay flat on the floor in your office.
Yeah, I've had to do that because of my back.
Yeah.
My back causes some serious problems, especially in the summertime after magnet fishing. I'll have to lay here for up to 30 minutes sometimes.
Yeah.
Even though I drink plenty of fluids, I get dehydrated and my back starts cramping up. And that's the first place that starts cramping up on me is my back and then my legs.
I done plenty of walking earlier. It was great to get out, but the walking, it looked like I was like John Wayne. I just got off a horse.
Yeah, I can't walk that far. I mean, I can walk around the house without a walker or cane.
Yeah.
But as I said earlier, I fell in the house the other day, so I need to be using my cane. But any kind of long walks I do, I have to use a walker, and I can walk for quite a ways on my walker now. So I'm very happy about that. If it had not been for that walker, I mean, I'd be stuck on a bridge somewhere. And that's that's the only kind of fishing I would be doing. And I like bridge fishing, but I don't like to do it every time.
Yeah.
But we are 2 minutes away now from 3 hours. I'm going to give it 2 more minutes and then we'll get off here.
2 more minutes.
I just want to say that we've been on for 3 hours.
Oh, wow.
Everybody's saying goodbye. Terry, thank you so much. It's great talking to you and getting to know you. Perhaps I can convince Terry to come on the live sometime.
Yeah, I think that would be great. Terry and Paul.
Get Terry and Paul both on here.
I think it's been great to see Paul evolve over the last few months.
It really has.
Come out of his shell a bit more and start to come a bit more to the camera. It's been great to see. And it'll do his confidence brilliant as well.
Terry, would you and let me ask you while you're still here, would you and Paul like to do a live sometime? It would probably be in July because I'm scheduled all the way out to July. And she said, "It has been good. Yes, we will. Thank you." He really has, Stewart.
Yeah.
Okay, Terry, I'll tell you what, I will get back to you as soon as I can look at a calendar, and I will go ahead and get you put on the calendar. Now, our lives are 12:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and that's in the U.S., and it's 5:30 UK time. So I want to make sure that's okay with y'all. And I know it is because, hell, you've been on here since we started, I think.
I'd like to thank everybody that's left the chat and been in the chat and still on the chat. thank you very much for joining us. It's been great, and I've loved every minute of it, George. Thank you for inviting me again.
Stewart, thank you so very much. I'm sorry it was kind of last minute,
That's okay.
but I wanted you on just so you and I could have a talk, just to chat away uh, and also to promote your other channel. So if you haven't done it, go check out Solo Flying with Kingfisher. Is that what it's called? Solo Flying with Kingfisher?
Flying solo with Kingfisher.
Flying Solo with Kingfisher. Go check it out. I'm sure you will enjoy it. And as I will
out later.
as I will take a look at it here too. Stewart, thank you, brother. We love you. Tell Pam we say hi, we love her. Tell Connor the same. We love him. Shannon and Neil, love you guys. Andy, Claire, and Jack, wherever you are, love you guys.
Big love to that boy for yours as well.
I will tell her. I think she's next door now. I'm not sure where she went to.
Yeah.
I may need to go check. We have now been on for 3 hours and 1 minute. Thank you, Stewart, so very much. Love you, brother.
Oh, Pam's just said bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Pam.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye, everybody in chat.